All right. Prep, 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 prep. Testing, testing. 1, 2. All right. Should be good.
In the shadows. They send us in to find it.
126 actual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
All right, you guys, we are live. Everything should be working. Rumble failed to load. Let me refresh that page really quick. And I'm hoping that I'm live. Okay, we're live on Rumble. Shout out to everybody that's on Rumble. We're live all over the internet. We're literally live all over the internet. I'm like VD. I'm just everywhere now. All right. So we are live on Trovo, Facebook, dlive, Twitter, YouTube, twitch.tv. And for those that want an audio-only experience, we are, of course, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, of course, everywhere else where audio podcasts exist. By the way, before I get started, AC, thank you so much for the donation last week. I would have said thank you in real time, but I don't have my phone like readily available, so I didn't see that. So I just wanted to say I'm sorry for not acknowledging you sooner. And dude, super thank you, man. Anybody who supports the show, anybody who wants to support the show, first off, thank you. And 2, links in the description to Cash App. You can also support me on Subscribestar and Locals. I do not do Patreon because they are censorship happy. Let's wait for everybody to pile in over on Facebook, on Rumble, and of course on my Restream, which I have access to pretty much all the chats at once. So goddamn, there's just like so much to go over tonight. We'll get through it quickly. It's going to be a lot of fun. Almost very little to no politics, except for some election stuff that is absolutely newsworthy. Hope everybody had a really great Thanksgiving. I had a really peaceful Thanksgiving. I was, of course, with my neighbor, with my best friend, right across the street, literally just physically across the street. And I was also with my family throughout the day. I was supposed to work, but I didn't have to. So it was wonderful. However, I do enjoy being with my coworkers. So regardless, I would have gone to work. I would have been with lovely people. Then I would have been with my family, and then I would have been with my friends regardless. For those who work, shout out to you. Working hard. Hopefully your family appreciates you. And Black Friday was a lot of fun. Holy shit. I spent a lot of fucking money. I think I spent more money in one day than I did like the entire year because I'm super frugal. I don't really like to spend a lot of money to begin with. However, this studio, I am outgrowing this space. I got like a bunch of shit behind me that I'm moving out to my garage, and I'm completely renovating and redoing the space. I'm going to be repairing some things. I got these 2 new workbenches, super fancy, super Gucci. I got these new cabinets to store things and secure them and lock them. Very, very excited about that. It's a wonderful Tuesday. I forgot what I even said. You should be good. Geo23 campaign words. Yeah, should be good. Yeah, dude, look, the only way I run for office is if there's like a draft, because it doesn't matter what I've done in my past. It doesn't matter what I've said or how controversial or offensive I am. I'll be forgiven because I'm going to be the pro-peace candidate. I'm going to be the anti-war candidate. I'm going to be the candidate that stands up against the war machine and against the war pigs, and I'll be welcomed for it. They're like, oh, well, what about that time Giovanni did this? What about the time he said that? Well, look at all these offensive tweets. Look how many fat women he held accountable. They're like, I don't give a fuck, because this is the guy who's going to stand in the way of the regime of sending my kids to go fight in a war. So that's like the only way I can get into politics, is if like shit really hits the fan. And by the way, we're almost at that point. We're almost at that point. So while we're waiting, I guess we're going to get into like a bunch of juicy pop culture stuff. However, there was something that caught my eye. There was this tweet from, I don't know, just some random nerd. I do have it over here. I got it bookmarked, of course. Not this skank, not this idiot, not that. Yeah, right here. From this user, Sky Roberts. First off, that better be a chick, because if it's a dude, man, you got a fruity name, bro. What kind of name is Sky, dude? That's like some fucking Hunger Games young adult film name type shit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyways, they wrote this dorky ass tweet. So what do people want from Disney? Every single movie seems to be struggling at the box office, even if it is high quality. Okay. Is it because of Disney Plus, or does the right-wing political aisle just hate Disney now? Yeah, we do just hate Disney now. All right, I'm going to speak on behalf of people on the right wing. Yeah, we hate Disney. We hate everything Disney stands for, everything that Disney promotes. The Disney Corporation is a whore of the government. They take tax subsidies, they take government tax dollars when there's Americans on the street, and they pump out all these garbage films, all of them. It's all narrative driven. You know, it's all about pushing an agenda, not storytelling, narrative driving agenda, right? And yeah, they're just bad. They're just bad. I know my former co-host would like cream his panties and just like, oh, dude, consume, MCU, Guardians was good. And like, no, none of that shit's good. It's all bad. It's all bad. But let's see what else he's going to say. Sky Roberts. Heaps of people are saying they want good movies. Yeah, people do want good movies. In a friend group, the best storyteller in that friend group, like the funniest person, like that's the person everyone like looks to. That's the person that holds the group together. People love good storytellers, and they just don't seem to exist anymore in Hollywood because it's all, about pushing a fucking agenda. It's all about the diversity rainbow and replacing Europeans and all this other shit. However, movies with good reviews and or audience scores are not delivering the big box office numbers like they did in 2019. I mean, Lion King was disliked and made so much money than The Little Mermaid this year. Yeah, because people gave The Lion King the benefit of the doubt. And it was just a garbage, soulless cash grab, which is pretty obvious to anybody with a high IQ, such as myself. However, Little Mermaid, again, there's an agenda being pushed on the population. And people are tapping out, dude. People are tapping out. Also, in the years during the age of Trump, there were a lot of films that just bombed at the box office. They bombed so hard they should drop that shit over Syria. But nobody cares. People had better things, and people had money in 2019. Life was good in 2019. What else are we saying here? I don't define quality. Audience and critic scores do, as I have stated. First off, Sky Roberts. Rotten Tomatoes has been compromised for a number of years now, and the audience scores honestly just can't be relied upon. I think the dollar figure is probably the best indicator as to whether or not a movie was good. And if a movie performed really well, it doesn't necessarily mean that it was good, but people gave it an honest shake. Like, the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie made a lot of money. The Barbie movie, I physically saw so many people go see that movie. And people made a big deal out of it. They all wore pink. They got their mimosas before they went to the films. Or if the theater serves alcohol, they're all getting fucked up. And it looked like a lot of fun. The movie just wasn't that good. It was pretty substandard. But, people went to go see it. Same with Super Mario. People went to go see Super Mario, the Super Mario movie. I didn't think it was good. I thought it was boring as shit. But, the movie didn't shit on Europeans. Didn't shit on white people. Didn't push an agenda, which is largely why it did so well. And it was also really colorful and bright, vibrant, so the kids loved it. However, Disney just has a reputation of pushing this, internationalist agenda that most of us are sick of and we're all privy to. The people, there's 2023 is the year of the noticing. All right, AAC writes, hold on, I got to read this. I disavow Gio's talk on the view of the right wing. Whoa, wait, what is it that you disavow? that, dude, first off, we shouldn't be consuming the products of the enemy. We shouldn't be consuming products from these corporations that aim to replace and displace good, hardworking people. And yeah, I think Disney and a lot of these companies in Hollywood, they're all getting paid by the government. They're all receiving tax dollars to push a narrative that push an agenda that basically invokes people to hate individuals such as myself. And yeah, we're subsidizing revolution, essentially. Disavow. Let's see. I like Disney. Okay, this person's a cuck. Don't have kids. Yeah, definitely a cuck. I'll wait until they hit streaming. Like 99% of the rest of the movies coming out, theaters have priced out their audience. I think that is the opinion of the overwhelming majority. I think prices are out of control. I don't know how to fix inflation, but there has to be a solution. Dude, why do you give a fuck, Skyrock? Again, dude, this is the consumer mindset. Like, why are people like this so fixated on us liking Disney and liking these internationalist corporations that want to destroy the European identity? Like, dude, like I remember reading this fucking comment on Reddit. This guy was like, I swear to God, I swear on my life. I read this comment. This guy was like, I went to go see this movie twice just to boost, you know, the number of views it gets when it gets reported, so it looks better in the press. Like, dude, there are people that literally have that fucking mindset. Like, these are the enemies. These are our enemies that we're gonna have to be contend with at some point in the future. Let's see. I take comfort that one thing that brings everyone together is the love and respect of Encanto. I don't know what the hell Encanto is. Hashtag don't give a fuck. Let's see what else we got here. I don't know. Am I out of line, guys? Am I being too hateful? You let me know. Salty Cracker. Oh, Salty Cracker. What does he say? They keep hiring people who shit on everyone, not on board with chicks with dicks mentality. They get what they deserve. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yeah, dude, honestly, you know what's more offensive to me is their absolute animosity and hatred towards whites or the European identity. Like, that's more offensive to me than like Transformers. It's like, dude, Transformers existing does not offend me. Like, I do not care. Yeah, they look weird. Yeah, they're kind of annoying, but they don't like at the end of the day, like as soon as like I'm done talking about them, like literally the split second I'm done talking about them, I don't even think about them anymore. I'm more worried about the animosity and hatred towards the Western world and just how awful they've made our countries. See, do I recognize anybody else here? Yeah, so the evolution of Disney princesses throughout the times. Yeah, so for the audio only listeners, we have basically a traditional happy white couple, and then in 2023, or I guess in 2012, it was just like a single woman, and then in 2013, it's just two obnoxious women from the movie Frozen. Okay. Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't understand why people give a fuck about any of this shit. Like, dude, people are so passionate about this. I'm just like, yeah, just tap out. Just stop watching this shit. Go do dope shit. Go buy guns. Go shooting, learn, be proficient. Go grow out your fucking hair. Get on a motorcycle. You know, go do some hooligan shit. Like, I don't like, dude, you're never gonna see me have like a serious conversation about Cape shit or about Disney. Look at these fucking soy boys. Look at these soy pussies. Dude, this is why I want the US to be invaded by a foreign nation like the Russians. I'd just be like, yeah, get him. I'd be cheering them on. I'd be waving the Russian flag. I'd be like, yeah, get them. They're right over there. Those are the guys calling me Nazis. And then I'll probably like join up with them. I'll be like, dude, you don't even have to give me a weapon, dude. Just let me like grab them and just like dunk them in the toilet. Let me have them so I can shove them in lockers or just, you know, throw them in a trash can and roll them down a hill. That's all I'd want to do. Yeah, look at these fucking people. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All right, we got to move on to the political stuff before we circle back to the pop culture stuff. All right, so in contemporary news regarding the fight over in the Middle East, Christie blames Trump for nationwide spike in Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. Yeah, that's funny. Blaming the so both groups, so the Islamophobes. I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a video of a former Obama admin staffer. He was literally verbally attacking, not physically, verbally attacking a Middle Eastern dude, somebody who was pro-Palestine, and saying all these like nasty things. And that guy gets arrested for like stalking, among other things. And I guess it was like a hate crime in New York. And that person doesn't like Trump. How could Trump be blamed for something like that? You look at all the stunning and brave women, the highly educated class of women, the credentialed class. They're going around tearing down photos of innocent Israelis that are held hostage, and they're saying really mean and nasty things about them. Those people on both sides, none of them like Trump. So I'm not really sure how President Trump can be blamed for any of this. Also, he's not in office anymore. Christie is incredibly fat and annoying, and he's just trying to attack his opponent and just drag his name through the mud. But the more Trump makes it on the news, the more people love him and end up missing him and reminiscing about the good old days where we thought we were going to make it. I remember the day after the election in 2016. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. We fucking won that thing. I fell asleep with a smile on my face the next day. I'm going into work. I'm kind of tired, but like I'm just so happy and so stoked. Some of my fellow coworkers are coming into work. They're coming into the office just crying, literally tears down their face. And the whole day, no matter how tired I was, I'm like, you know what, we're going to make it. And I think a lot of people are reminiscing about those days. And yeah, man, Trump's going to fucking, he's going to run away with it in 2024. Anyways, let's just read a little bit of this. Let's try to get into the mind, the very large mind of Chris Christie. Chris Christie partly blamed his one-time friend, Donald Trump. Oh, dude, how childish is this? How, yeah, my one-time friend. Yeah, that's how I described, my frenemies when I was in elementary school. What a cuck this guy is. Blame Donald Trump for the spike in anti-Semitism and Islamophobia across the country. By the way, President Trump has Jewish family members, and he was the least anti-Semitic, politician at the time, in my estimation. The former New Jersey governor, the corrupt former New Jersey governor, posited that Trump's language has emboldened others to act hatefully. When you show intolerance towards everyone, which is what he does, you give permission as a leader for others to have their intolerance come out, Christie told CNN State of the Union on Sunday. And that's been going on for quite some time. Not just with Donald Trump, but with university professors on some of our most elite campuses in this country. Okay, there now that's how you know the guy's lost supply. He's comparing President Trump with these very woke university professors, also enemies of ours, unfortunately, which is really shameful. Yeah, Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, is Jewish, and his daughter, Ivanka, converted to Judaism. So, yeah, it doesn't make the whole, again, here's my challenge to people who, actually give a fuck about this and actually buy into this nonsense. You're more than welcome to come on the show and debate me. By the way, link in the description to our Discord channel. It's a very peaceful and friendly community. There's no racism allowed, and none exists anyways because the greenskins, the watchfrogs, are very tolerant people. So people who, actually believe this nonsense, you're more than welcome to debate me. What has President Trump done that's anti-Semitic? What has he done that is Islamic phobic? I'll do the accounting all day. I'm waiting. AC writes, I'll continue watching tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Good night, buddy. Have a good night. Have a good night's rest. I appreciate it. All right. So enough of this Chris Christie fellow. What else do we got? All right. Yeah. This is the election stuff I wanted to talk about. New independent election audit reveals hundreds of Republican provisional ballots remain uncounted. Abe Hamadeh won the attorney general's race. Yeah, no shit. Dude, this guy, quote unquote, lost the race by less than 600 votes, less than 900 votes. So when we have a few hundred votes not accounted for, that's a fucking problem. All right. So this is I'm going to break this down as a former election official. I'm going to break this down as an ex-professional in this realm. I know elections inside and out, from the government side to the political side. First off, let me explain really quick what a provisional ballot is. When you go to vote, you're generally supposed to they have a way to confirm that you're allowed to vote. However that may be, depending on where you live. Now, if they can't verify that you're qualified to vote, but you swear that you are, you can still vote, but that vote is called a provisional ballot. Provisional ballots are counted much later. They require a little bit more scrutiny, a little bit more investigation. So sometimes somebody would register to vote, but their registration doesn't go through or whatever, or there's some delay with processing it, but you can still vote via provisional ballot. I imagine it's within the realm of possibility that a bunch of Republicans voted via provisional ballot. And the woke election officials, the woke election employees, these government employees that are in charge of the counting, they're setting aside these Republican ballots, these Republican provisional ballots. And they're not going to investigate whether or not they're going to cast their vote for their preferred candidate. That is the power that an election official has. If they do not like the way you vote, if they do not like your party affiliation and they have your provisional ballot, they can decide whether or not they want to move forward with it. So I'm not going to go too far into this because it's quite it's quite nauseous, but yeah, there's hundreds of these, and they weren't counted. They weren't actioned at all. Maybe some of them are illegitimate. That's fine. But dude, Kerry Lake won. Abe Hamadeh won, and I'm willing to go out on a limb. The guy on the far right, that's Blake Masters, the handsome young father. He would have been the smartest man in the Senate had he won in 2020. He would have been light years better than J.D. Vance, and J.D. Vance is an excellent senator. This is pretty fucking upsetting, man. So We the People AZ Alliance, an election integrity group in Arizona, has discovered hundreds of instances where people claim to have voted for Abe Hamadeh, but their ballots were not counted. More than the 280 votes he lost in the... Okay, so it wasn't even close to 500. He lost by 280 votes. So this is well within the margin of error, well within the margin of fraud. He surpassed the... He won, guys. However, WPAA co-founder Shelby Bush stated that the courts refused to consider the new evidence. Of course they do. Fuck these judges. Bush said in the video, Abe Hamadeh won the attorney general's race. I'm going to outline for you the evidence behind now Chris Mays was installed as an illegitimate attorney general. Our evidence in Abe's case shows that thousands of Arizona voters were disenfranchised on election day in violation of the 1993 National Voter Registration Act. And Katie Hobbs, the Secretary of State, and the counties know about these voters and have done nothing to correct it. Yeah, dude, this is, again, if these people were in Fulton County, if these people were in Clark County, LA County, the FBI would have been down there kicking down doors, arresting people, and ensuring that those provisional ballots are accounted for one, and then counted towards the preferred candidate, regardless if they're legitimate or not. It appears that nothing was meant to go forward. This is very upsetting news. Anyways, the way to combat this is to actually vote. Hang on to your mail-in ballot so nobody votes on your behalf, and vote in person. There's just no other way. The larger we participate, the harder it is for them to cheat. So there was mass participation in 2020 and in 2022. And each time they got a little bit more extreme in their shenanigans, if you will. So in 2022, they literally shut down the machines because people were coming out to vote in droves. And that was called electoral malpractice. I didn't know it was malpractice to tell your constituents to go vote for you on election day. One of the most American things you can do. But hey, this is America in 2023 and 2022, and nothing makes sense. All right, so let's continue. Whoop. All right, so this is a short video, but this is one of those careful what you wish for, you reap what you sow, you get what you fucking deserve. You know what I mean. So tensions are rising in New York between magic Americans and illegal aliens as government handouts start running out. Ooh, let's see what's up.
In one neighborhood in Queens between NYCHA tenants and newly arrived migrants.
Wow, tensions are growing with not enough food to go around.
Why do we have to take the butt of everything? Okay, this community here is already suffering.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? You voted for this. You voted for this. Yo, Fuka, Little Leg, what's up? What's up, man? Thank you for joining us.
Residents living in NYCHA's Queensbridge houses look forward to the mobile food pantries that show up weekly. But over the past year, they have witnessed 8,000 migrants move into their neighborhood, and they've also noticed the migrants are also starting to take their stuff.
They was first online for the turkeys this morning. If they tell you to be there at 11 o'clock, you get there like 10:30, 10:45, but they already out there. The line is from over there to over here.
Free food giveaways, especially during the holidays, have become a source of tension between longtime New Yorkers struggling to get by and newly arrived migrants who are using the system to survive. A month ago, one altercation got so heated between a resident and a migrant, someone ended up in the hospital.
We would never turn anyone away for a meal, but there simply just is not enough for both NYCHA residents and the migrant shelter residents.
Councilmember Julie Wan says she alerted the mayor to the growing tension in her community and was able to get $50,000 to increase the number of hot meals served inside NYCHs. But she's concerned the mayor's new budget cuts will only put further stress on a community already living in scarcity.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Right now, people are frustrated with not having enough to eat, not having heat and hot water in their shelters or in their houses in NYCHA, and people want to make sure that they just have their basic needs met, like any human would anywhere. And that's what's causing the tension.
And we're going to see what happens tomorrow. That's when the Reese family and Councilmember Wan are putting together a fall family feast equipped to serve 2,000 people. We're going to see how far the resources.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I got mixed feelings about this. So douchebag version of me is like, you know what? Fuck these people. These people are idiots. They literally voted for this. Fuck them. And I think that's valid, right? Because the people that are impacted by this, they don't like guys like me. They hate people like me. They want me gone. They want me replaced. They want me, you know, blasted off the map, all that stuff. So I don't really care about their plight. I don't want to hear them crying. Yo, this ends when you guys start voting in people like Lee Zeldin or Rudy Giuliani Jr. or whatever his son's name was. I apologize, Mr. Giuliani. I don't mind working for you guys someday. But anyways, you know, they could have voted for guys like that, and they didn't. This is on them. You know, they could have had a wonderful mayor. They could have had a wonderful governor. They could have had all these really cool people in office that are like hardcore New Yorkers, and they would have gone to bat for them. But now this is what they get. They got open borders, Eric Adams, sanctuary city, Eric Adams, and now these look. But here's like the understanding and empathetic side of me. I'm from the streets, and I live in a big city, and I worked in the ghetto, and I understand how shit works around here and around these parts. And also just understanding that Magic Americans have had a fucking raw deal throughout history. I get that. And even in recent memory, you know, you got these big corporations poisoning these communities. You got the CIA, you got the FBI, you got, you know, these Mexican cartels and other Latin American gangs pumping drugs into these communities, just devastating them, displacing Magic Americans. And I get what that is like. I understand. I seen that with my own eyes. And, but on the other hand, like, they voted for this. They voted for these policies that are destroying their community. They're voting to get rid of law enforcement, not the feds, because they're useless, but local law enforcement to get rid of these thugs. And these thugs get let out in the streets. They're doing whatever they want. You know, they're pumping the neighborhoods full of drugs, and they're also pumping the neighborhood full of illegal aliens from all over the world, all over the planet. All of the third world is going to New York City because of right to shelter laws, et cetera, free meals. I mean, dude, these guys are eating better than me. You think I'm being mean and nasty when I'm just like, well, look at all these fucking fat women doing the Macarena across the border. They're more well-fed than I am. What are they running from? What are they seeking asylum from? You know, Jesus. They voted for this, you guys. I mean, how am I supposed to feel sympathy when this is what they wanted? This is what they asked for. You know, and like it's been like this for like decades. Like these are ongoing issues. You know, like the Magic Americans and the Latin folk, they're duking it out on the streets with weapons in California. You know, the gang warfare, race warfare, like it's a real thing that is just underreported. If you want to know more about stuff like that, Colin Flaherty, may he rest in peace. He talked a lot about it in White Girl Bleed a Lot and some of the other books, and he does the he did an audiobook version of it, and he's the narrator. Fantastic. Again, rest in peace, Colin Flaherty. You're a wonderful man, and we miss you. What else have we got here? Oh man, where's my cursor? There it is. All right, this is a really quick one. Viva Fry. This photo never existed on the internet until September of 2023. Read the replies and quote the tweets. People actually believe this picture is real. So yeah, the photo for the audio only listeners is President Trump putting his hand on a tiny child on like her knee, and the little child appears to be sitting on the lap of Jeffrey Epstein. This photo is not real. This is not accurate at all. This photo doesn't make any sense at all. And I'm just letting you guys know again, if you're listening to this on the audio only podcast, you can check this out on YouTube, check this out on Twitch, on Facebook, etc. And you'll see the image for yourself. It's so funny because they try to paint, Olivier Epstein, the Mossad agent, as like this figurehead of Trump world, as a massive Trump ally. This guy, everything he believed was antithetical to what President Trump believed, and there's just no genuine connection there, other than these dudes being neighbors and having very similar social circles. But all the nefarious stuff regarding the island, it was, the Clintons, it was Bob Groening of The Simpsons creator, it was, Hollywood sexuals, that sort of thing. A world that apparently was beneath President Trump. He never really participated in this stuff. He was in his own lane, really in a league of his own. All right, so let's continue. Fraud alert. Again, Democrat wins Louisiana election by 1 vote after dead people somehow cast ballots, but there's no verifiable paper trail thanks to state using faulty voting machines. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, so the persistence, Scott Presser writes, did you know that the Caddo Parish Sheriff election was decided by 1 vote? Let's see. Let's look for the part where they're going to dispute this. Let's see. The state has no way of ensuring an accurate vote count for in-person ballots. They instead blindly rely on faulty electronic voting machines bought back in 2005, which do not produce a paper trail. Unbelievable, dude. The tight race shines a spotlight on Louisiana's recount process and its outdated voting machines, which do not produce an audible paper trail that experts say is critical to ensuring election results are accurate. Louisiana uses paperless touchscreen voting machines bought back in 2005, blah, blah, blah. The Gateway Pundit has successfully reported on blah, blah, blah. A recount of mail-in ballots Monday affirmed Whitehorn's victory by the exact same 1 vote margin. According to the Louisiana Illuminator, Whitehorn and Nicholson both picked up 3 votes each in the recount. Nicholson responded by filing a lawsuit later that day demanding Caddo District Court to declare a winner or order a new runoff election. KSLA reports the petition is set to be heard at 9:30 a.m. Thursday. We will be following that by Caddo District Judge. Do they have to, man? This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable at all. Again, so if I was running the elections all throughout the country, I had a little magic wand and I can design the system so to avoid issues like this. First off, we're going to have integrity deadlines. You got to vote. You got to have your fucking ID. And you got to have 2 pieces of paper, both proof of residency. You need to prove your residency where you live twice. So like a phone bill or a utility bill of some sort. No more early voting. Maybe like 1 day on the weekend. That's it. Everybody votes on Tuesday. It's got to be in person. And there, of course, will be exceptions for people in the military, people who are disabled, people who are living in old folks' homes. And that process you got to have notaries involved. You got to have witnesses involved. It can't just be fucking anybody. That's the only way to avoid this shit. And have a machine that does, because I understand the utility in voting with a machine, but the machines that I'm used to, you would do your little vote and then it would produce it would print out what you voted at, what you did. And if you agreed with what it did, you basically hit the submit button, and then your vote record is logged on a paper trail, and it's also logged in a data disk or a fucking SD drive or something. But yeah, this is unacceptable, man. So yeah, hopefully we get some legal relief for Nicholson. This is horseshit. Dead people voting. Yeah. So how you might be asking, how does a dead person vote? Well, because the DMV is so corrupt and ideological, they basically register everybody to vote. Now, people who go and get their ID that are automatically registered to vote, sometimes they pass away. And because the election departments are so corrupt, they send out mail-in ballots to everybody. So dead people are getting the mail-in ballots. Somebody is either intercepting them, or family members who are like woke tards, they're taking people's ballots who are deceased and they're voting on their behalf. That is how you do it. Did I miss geo-based right-wing call out? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. So I do believe that is the end of our political coverage here. Oh, never mind. Hold on. We got a Sleepy Creepy Joe. So as a trailblazer in this space, I have a new unit of measurement. I call it the nightclub or the bar standard. If it is too creepy to do at a nightclub or a bar, it's too creepy to do it anywhere else. So Biden is one of the greatest violators of this new unit of measurement that I've created. So let's just go ahead and watch this video and see what happens. So the title reads, PDF file in chief, creepy Biden to a little kid. I love your ears.
Thank you. And I love your ears. I love them. They're really cool. What's your name? Catherine. Catherine, what a beautiful name. That's my mommy's name. Well, nice to see. How old are you? 17? 6. Thank you.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the clip where he closes in on her. All right. So we're as an expert on child psychology, let's say. We got this little girl. Here, let's zoom in on this really quick. We got this little tiny child, female child. So children have this remarkable instinct. They're able to sense danger a way that like a libtard can't. Because they're just honest. Children are very, very honest, and their actions say a lot about a person, the way they respond to an individual, especially somebody they don't know. So creepy, sleepy Joe Biden is invoking this response from this child. She is recoiling, probably in fear or disgust, and she's making herself appear smaller. That's a defense mechanism that we see among the animal kingdom. And she's basically, with her right arm, grabbing her left shoulder and just recoiling and making herself appear smaller as sleepy, creepy Joe gets significantly closer to the tiny child. So this is very common behavior. And I'm told that, when we talk about stuff like this, that we're overreacting, that we're being, like cringe and stuff, and we're just bullying Biden. I don't know, you guys. I see a child who knows who she's up against. She knows he's a piece of shit. Look at this. Okay, so right here. So right after the 5-second mark, she recoils in fear. Yep. Bam, right there. Bam. Yeah.
Well, nice to see. How old are you? 17? 6.
Yeah, so back to my unit of measurement. If I go up to a girl at a bar or a club and I engage in that behavior, will it be okay? The answer is no. I don't even think someone like Brad Pitt can get away with doing shit like that. Well, maybe Brad Pitt, but 99% of the population just can't do that. So if it happens in the real world, yeah, Biden, you're done, bro. You're done. Enough of you. All right. So, did my dead grandfather vote again? I scream at him every day while he smugly sits in his urn. You know what, Friedrich Marx? He might have voted. You never know, man. You never know. I'm sure my grandfather's voting for the Democrats too. It's really upsetting. All right, so now I do genuinely believe that is it for politics. Yeah, we're ready to move on. So if you enjoyed my my coverage of all these things, feel free to support the show by liking, subscribing, and of course donating and supporting all of the content on this platform, on this channel is free. All right, so we just had Thanksgiving. We just had Black Friday. And the Biden-Harris regime is wasting no time talking about how to handle people during Thanksgiving. Those in the chat, those in the comment section, let me know if this is something that you dealt with. So the Biden-Harris Cringe AQ, they posted, your handy guide for responding to crazy MAGA nonsense this Thanksgiving. All right. The economy. So how to deal with the economy. The economy was better during Trump, says Bad Boy Swag 420 of the watchfrogs. And then the cuck or the simp will respond, wrong. Trump had the worst jobs record of any president since the Great Depression. Yeah. If I were to be asked, like, how would you, describe the Trump economy? Great Depression does not come to mind. Inflation is the lowest it's been in 2 years. Okay. Well, President Trump wasn't in office 2 years ago. How about 3 years ago? Can we talk about that? The economy is growing and unemployment has been under 4% for the longest stretch on record. We'll get into that in a second. Just look at our Thanksgiving costs compared to last year. Gas prices cheaper. Turkey cheaper. Eggs cheaper. Eggs are still really fucking expensive. Very, very expensive. Joe Biden has created nearly 14 million jobs and the economy is on the rise. You know what? When I graduated high school, essentially the year that the economy crashed in 2008. And You know what happened during President Obama's entire presidency? Hiring freezes, no good jobs, but the Lugan press, they kept talking about all this magnificent job growth. There's this myth of all this job growth and this prospering economy and all. No, that's all bullshit. The service economy, you know, like the food service and shit, like the bartenders, you know, like all those fucking jobs, those were plentiful. And a lot of people are having to pick up 2-3 jobs because this economy is so dog shit. This is phony baloney. I didn't encounter this. There was a little bit of chatter about Trump going to prison, and I'm like, yeah, good. They're like, oh, he robbed those banks. Good. He didn't go far enough. That's the only that's a crime I see. All right. Birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, boom. I know, right? All right. So what else do we got here? Trump's going to protect our Social Security and Medicare. And then, of course, the simp, the cuck says, are you kidding me? Trump tried to cut Social Security and Medicare every year he was in office. Every single year. I don't care. Trump secured our border. Well, he kind of did. Again, I'm from California. I know a lot. I got homies in California. And a lot of the illegal aliens, they self-deported. They fucked off. Like, there were pictures all up and down certain neighborhoods in Mexico. And all the plates, all the license plates were like from New Mexico, from California, etc. Like, they left. And not only that, over 400 miles of the border wall was made. Anyways, the response from the cuck is to say, no, he didn't. All he did was separate families. Yeah, good. Put children in cages. Good. And leave behind a broken immigration system for Joe Biden. Dude, the immigration system was horrible. It's always been horrible. The only immigration system we should have, first off, we shouldn't have an immigration system. We shouldn't have immigration in this country, period. Just give him the fucking boot. Out. Yeah, give him a pair of boots and point in the direction where they came from. Tell him to walk. Now, if he's reelected, he's promising to make it worse. How worse can it get? All right, anyway, let's keep going. Abortion rights. I don't want to get into this. President Trump doesn't even want to get into that. But again, who fucking cares? Trump is better for workers. Yeah, that's absolutely true. And then the simp response, he pretends to be, but then lies to their face. I've never been lied to by President Trump. Trump promised no factories would close and jobs would come back. But they did. They literally did. Then he cut taxes for the rich people. Yeah, who created jobs for us. Shipped jobs overseas. Bullshit. President Biden is the most pro-union, fuck the unions, president in history and created 800,000 manufacturing jobs. That's actually not true at all. All the good jobs are gone. Let's see. Friedrich Marx writes, Bush and his cousin Obama, economic policies crashed the world. Who built the cages, Joe? Exactly, right? Good, yeah, good quote. Let's see. Leadership on the world stage. World leaders respected Trump, and the world was safer. The world was safer. Trump was the peace candidate. Heads of the state literally laughed and mocked Trump at the UN. Yeah, they did, and those people are fucking retards. He negotiated with the Taliban, sent love letters to Kim Jong-un. Yeah, and as a result, the Korean Peninsula was safe. The Koreans love Trump. And Iran pursue nukes and doing nothing to... Oh, God. This is insufferable. Dude, first off, like, if I hear any of it, it's like, all right, okay, my cousin's out of control. They're using these cringe Biden-Harris talking points. I'm going to take them to the bathroom, dunk their fucking head in the toilet. Trump is winning in the polls. Oh, God, I'm not even going to respond to that. So, yeah, total cringe. I hope nobody had to endure any of this nonsense during Thanksgiving. My dad is still kind of like a soy boy, and he's all like, oh, that Trump, man, he's going to go to prison. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, even if he goes, good. He's one of us now. All right, so what else do we got? All right, millennial humor. All right, so first off, I would just like to apologize. As a millennial myself, I want to apologize on the millennials' behalf. We are cringe and lame, and we are single-handedly keeping the MCU afloat. And for that, I apologize, even though I myself am not doing anything wrong. The millennials are largely responsible for the existence of Disney and their cringe content that they produce to destroy myself and my people. All right, so dummy, hold on, let me read this. Dummy with the rapture and the revered in the right. And okay, that's what. Hold on, I gotta read that again. All right, so Ricky rides dummy with the rapture and the revered in the right. When Trump was in power, I didn't have to support Azov Nazis. Yeah, I know, right? All right. Well, anyways, so now there's this cringe activity called Hanksgiving. So all these douchebag millennials, these cringe, lame, limp-wristed douchebag millennials are celebrating this thing called Thanksgiving, which I guess is like an homage to Tom Hanks, the infamous PDF file, in my opinion. He's definitely one of the Epstein surrogates. All right, let's just see what this the Thanksgiving is all about.
Not to brag, but I got invited to Thanksgiving. It's a party my friend throws every year where everyone dresses up as Tom Hanks. You knew that by the title. There's also pictures of Tom Hanks everywhere. This was the 3rd annual one. Could not believe I was invited. It's kind of a pretty exclusive event, and everyone goes really full out, like 100%.
Jesus Christ.
Full out. Costumes were purchased for this event that will probably never be worn again. That is the true love of Tom Hanks. And then we all got
Bro, ain't nobody getting pussy at this party. Just straight up.
together for a group photo. Tom Hanks, you're invited whenever.
Dude, hold up. First off, you know, these people look like they embrace diversity. Not one brother in there. Not one green skin in this group. What's going on, man? What's going on?
And then there were winners for the best dish and the best costumes. So, happy Thanksgiving.
Why? Why are millennials so fucking lame? Guys, I'm so sorry. Dude, like, all right, so there's this one prevailing theory as to why this is happening. Hear me out. Millennials. We didn't grow up that rich, right? We grew up during the Bush era. A lot of fear, angst, a lot of emo music, all right? And then 2008 comes. A lot of us are, you know, are in our mid-20s, early teens. We're ready to go on and take on the world. The economy crashes. So we deal with a shit economy. We deal with no jobs for 8 fucking years. We get relief for 4 of them, thanks to President Trump. And now we're all fucked again because, you know, joke Biden, which is basically Obama 2.0. Now he's in office, rigged into office, ruining everything. So, you know, millennials are kind of fucked up. You know, we never really had a chance, which is what I'm trying to say. So it's probably why we do this, engage in activities like Thanksgiving, and why we cling on to Cape shit like a fucking life raft in the ocean. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. I don't know. You guys can tell me. Let's see. Rookie, a tournament of lies. All right. So, if they had fathers and children, this wouldn't happen. Don't spread my secret cure, please. Yeah, I know. You're right. These people probably don't have fathers, and if they do have fathers, they're probably very weak men. And yeah, they probably do need children. They got to gain a little bit of responsibility. And that's like another thing too. Like millennials just have not bared the burden of genuine responsibility. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Hey, Lenny Bruce. I love Lenny Bruce. Yeah, may he rest in peace. He went too soon. You know what would suck though? I feel like if Lenny Bruce existed right now, he'd be like a total shitter. Well, I don't know. I'm just speculating. I'm just being dumb. All right, so let's continue. Yeah, like most comedians suck. Was Kourtney Kardashian alive in 1912? Absolutely not. So we have this picture of what appears to be Kourtney Kardashian. Hold on, what the fuck? Zoom in on that. Yeah, that doesn't look like Kourtney Kardashian at all. I don't know. Dude, I highlighted this. I'm like, oh, this might be interesting. This is not interesting at all. Oh, let's zoom in on this. That does not look like Kourtney Kardashian in 1912. What the hell? Oh, this is dumb as shit. All right, so this dude, I bet like Kourtney Kardashian's publicist is like, "Oh, sweetie, we got to get you in the press. We got to get those. We got to like boost your engagement. We got this product launch. Blah blah blah. Let's you know, throw in some time travel with your name, and that'll generate a lot of interest." How many? Let me see. Let's read some of these comments really quick. Why did I click on this? Sheesh. Yeah, I know. Same. Let's move on. Fuck the Kardashians. Let's see. Discrimination charge filed against Michigan hair salon that told Transformer clients to seek services at local pets groomer. I feel like I did this story already, but I could be wrong. You guys gotta let me know. I think I did this one already. We're gonna have to skip this. All right, here we go. This is a new one. Women weighed like baggage before flight. Never been so embarrassed. All right, so first off, sweetheart, if you're embarrassed, why don't you lose some weight? because your fucking ass, your fat ass, is endangering the lives of so many people. Yeah, dude. I mean, when there's like a horde of fat people aborting a plane, like some of them like have to like not get on because the plane is so heavy. A traveler has shared the mortifying moment that a fellow passenger was forced to step on a baggage scale before takeoff after confusion over her weight. Where's the confusion? She looks large and in charge. She looks like a mini Lizzo. A clip detailing the humiliating measure was originally posted in March, but has amassed 1.6 million views on TikTok as viewers speculate whether the airline was discriminating against fat travelers. The whole airport trying to mind their own business as a woman is asked to step on the baggage scale because she claims she was 130 pounds. Sweetheart, you are not 130 pounds. Oh my God. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Dude, her leg is 130 pounds. She's like, yeah, I'm 130 pounds. I'm like, yo, really? Okay, maybe like 135 because I just got out of the shower and my hair is wet. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's like, okay, maybe 140 because like I got the new iPhone. I got a really bulky case. It's in my pocket. That's why I'm so heavy. I'm like, I don't know. Are you sure it's nothing else? It's like, okay, I had a really big breakfast this morning. You know, I get anxiety when I fly, so I ate so much. That's why it says, you know, dude, she's easily like 200. I'm gonna say 230 pounds. This is 230 pounds for sure. Team by team, reporters baffled Trump tethered cropped look at her that low play. Thank you for that, Ricky. Let's see. Oh my God, dude. What a blatant lie. The TikTok user, Lil Wizzle, wrote in the caption, she added it's a tiny plane, so they needed her weight to take off for safety reasons. Yeah, they're just trying, dude, they're doing her a favor. They're trying to save her life. And look how ungrateful she is. In the accompanying 5-second footage shot at an undisclosed airport, the passenger question can be seen standing on the luggage scale in full view of fellow flyers. Needless to say, the embarrassing ordeal divided the TikTok commentariat, with one viewer writing, "Why are people so mean? Why are people so dumb?" is what you should be asking. That's not okay. So dude, look at these soy. Dude, that's how you know these bitches don't travel. These people don't know anything about traveling. They don't know anything about planes. Like, you don't have to be like a scientist or like a doctor to know that like really fat people just can't board a plane safely willy-nilly. Like, there's got to be protocols in place. There's got to be standards, safety standards in place, because the plane could literally fall out of the fucking sky if too many of these bonquishas board a plane. Meanwhile, a third recalled being subject to a similar precaution, explaining flying home from the Philippines, and they weighed me. I have never been so embarrassed in my life. Well, then lose the weight, dude. Yeah, being overweight is embarrassing. I used to be 200 pounds. It's embarrassing. You know what I did? I lost the weight. I quit fucking eating fast food. I went to the gym. I drink water only. I stopped drinking alcohol. If you're fucking embarrassed, just stop doing embarrassing shit. Like, this isn't hard. Like, I'm just so tired of these whiny douchebags. However, others sided with the airline. Okay, so let's hear what the voice of reasons have to say. Why would she lie and risk all our lives, including hers? LOL. Yeah, dude. So she goes up to the counter. Hold on, I gotta reactivate. She goes up to the counter and she's like, "Yeah, I'm 130. Get on the scale right now, Bonquisha. Get on the fucking scale. Shut the fuck up. Put the phone down. Don't cry to your TikTok users. Get on the fucking scale right now. We're settling this. Science, bitch. If you're too fucking fat, the plane's gonna crash." Jesus, man. All right. Yeah, look at this guy. He's literally eating a sandwich. And I thought I was rude. He's eating a sandwich while doing this cringe talk video. Does she not know she can write it down on a sheet of paper if she doesn't want to announce it? Observed a third. How embarrassing is it? Like, all right, so I'm the guy. I'm the guy at the counter. I'm like, "All right, what's your weight?" And she's like, "I'm like, here's a piece of paper and a pencil. Write it down for me in case you want to say how fucking fat you are." You know, okay, if inclusivity is so important to everybody, how about we just like, nobody say the weight. Nobody say their weight. Everyone has to go on the scale. Like, I mean, if we're going to protect people's feelings, I mean, that's probably the best way to do it. I wish you were 200 pounds so I could bully you ethically. Oh, fuck you, Friedrich Marx. That's awful. The ladder starts to clatter with fear fight, down height. If she cared about her life, she would put down the burger. That is absolutely correct, Friedrich Marx. Joe Cal, what's up? I have a hurricane. Listen to yourself churn. World serves its own needs. All right. All right. Dude, what the fuck is all this poetry you're writing, Joe Cal? I don't like it. It's making me upset. All right. So anyways, we got to move on. Fat people on planes, disgusting. Mean girl fitness influencers canceled for savagely teasing man at the gym. Disgusting. All right. So we're going to watch this video really quick. And I got some pretty strong opinions about this. So let's go. Oh, shit. Where's the audio? Hold on. We got to restart this. All right, here we go.
Two girls that were pointing and mocking a guy in their gym that was just trying to work out.
Oh, shit. I can't play that fucking music. God damn it. I'm so sorry.
Just pointing at him, laughing, and copying his workout because it looked goofy.
All right, so TikToker went viral by exposing two female gym bullies after they appeared to mock a fellow gym, blah, blah, blah. Copying a weird man in the corner of the gym, writing the caption. Okay. Oh, here, we actually have the video right here. I'm going to just play it without music. So yeah, Friendly Gym Bro is playing a video of these two very attractive women basically imitating, mocking the workout routine of a man in the background. And they're laughing hysterically. And of course, the caption in the girl's initial video says, copying the weird man in the corner of the gym, crying tear emoji. And of course, here, I'm going to let this Friendly Bro explain it. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my God.
I'm going to be using those. Probably my.
The fuck? Okay, guys, I lost my place. All right, so anyways, we're just going to read some of the captions here. So two female fitness influencers having angered followers after mocking a fellow gym goer in the video. Many have labeled disgusting. The women who go by the handles Fit Berna in Fit McDibs uploaded a video titled Copying the Weird Man in the Corner of the Gym. In the clip, the fitness fanatics from Germany could be seen in hysterics as they mimicked the man's movements who was working out with his back turned to them, leaving him clueless to what was unfolding behind him. It didn't take long for outraged internet users to call out the pair for quote unquote making fun of an innocent gym goer, arguing it was a disgusting display for attention. These two girls are making fun of a guy who was just working out. Let's make them famous. The clip reshared by DJ Tim O Music. All right. Yeah. So yeah, these girls they got big asses, so that's nice. Very fit gym girls, but they're douchebags. Hold on, before I respond, let me read some of these comments. All right, so if you were 200 plus pounds, I can believe you ethically. I want to charge for kilograms, pounds on flights. That's pretty funny. 6 o'clock TV hour. Don't get caught in a foreign tower. Jared, you're such a Philistine. Eyes wide shut. Lover, but can't tell these are lyrics to REM's It's the End of the World. I don't listen to REM, dude. I think REM sucks. You're vitriolic, patriotic, slam fight, bright light. Oh my God. Rookie, are you colluding with Joe Cal? Is that what I'm seeing here? All right. So anyways, back to this. I believe that gyms should just flat out ban filming. Like entirely. And if you're caught filming, there should be a clause where they're gonna have to charge your card like $500. This just causes way too many problems. I'm just gonna play this video in the background for you guys. There's just way too many problems that are brought about as a result of these gym influencers and their tired horse shit. Dude, I'm starting to like not want to go to a gym anymore just because I'm worried. Well, I go in the morning, so the clout chasers aren't there in the morning. They usually show up like during the middle of the day or at night. And yeah, like who wants to deal with this shit? Who wants to be caught up in some clout chasers, viral video? I certainly don't. That's not a good thing. Ugh. God. Unbelievable. Yeah, I would have you guys listen to the audio, but I don't want the copyright trolls to come get me. It's already bad enough the Air July people are after me for making fun of his shitty comic book. First off, Rookie, if you are consorting with Joe Cal, that's a problem in and of itself. But hey, you know what? You know, maybe people change, people turn a new leaf. You know, it is what it is. All right. So enough of these gym whores. Let's move on. Let's see. What do you mean you don't know it wouldn't be okay? Restaurant worker gets fired after filming TikTok dances on the clock. Yeah, good. I think TikTok dancing would be... Dude, if I was like the dictator of America, you'd go straight to prison. I don't give a fuck if you're like a cute girl. Like if you're dancing in public, like while filming TikTok videos, like just straight to prison. Like we gotta send you to the gulag. It's the only way to teach these kids. Let's see. POV, I literally already got fired. I didn't know you weren't allowed to film. Yeah. It turns out people don't like being filmed without consent in their place of work. It's a really terrible thing to do. Let's see. I don't go to the gym or anywhere the fun police are allowed to run wild. I know, right? All right. So a restaurant worker was fired on her first day after she used her phone to film TikTok dances while on the clock. In the 13-second clip, which received 3.8 million views, the TikToker Ashley Barnes is dressed in the uniform of her workplace, a pink t-shirt and black pants. She places her phone on a kitchen counter at her job and begins to record herself dancing a typical TikTok dance. Seconds into the dance, Ashley's supervisor walks into the frame, and while viewers can't see or hear what he is saying, the drastic change in Ashley's demeanor tells the audience everything they need to know. Oh, dude, we gotta watch this video. All right, here we go. We're not gonna play the... fuck, man. What's going on? All right, here we go. All right, so cute little girl is dancing, doing cringy TikTok bullshit. And then she straightens up real quick. All right, let's watch that one more time. All right, no audio. Yeah, dude, she's very thin too. Surprisingly, she's not fat. And yeah, she's doing her thing. Yeah, no, I can't have any of that. I'd fire her immediately. Like, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. Go start a YouTube channel, you dumb bitch. All right, so I literally already got fired. I didn't know you weren't supposed to film. Dude, where are her parents to teach her etiquette? Like, people generally don't like being filmed without their consent, even if it's like in public, dude. Like, as like a courtesy, like I try my best not to film people like in public, especially when I'm like doing like a YouTube video or something. Like, it's just lame. Just hours before she was fired for making TikTok dances on the clock, Ashley, a creator known for documenting her life for over 1.1 million followers, really, had uploaded another video sharing that she had got a new job. In that clip, the worker is wearing the same pink and black uniform as she pours coffee. So it's some coffee shop. The next overlay on this video reads POV, Ashley Barnes finally got a real job, but if her subsequent post is to be believed, Ashley appears to have been fired from the same job mere hours after she began. Ha ha, that's what she gets. Dude, I wish those TikTok nurses got fired for all that bullshit dancing they did. Like, again, like if people are like, well, what radicalized you, sweetie? Dude, the TikTok nurses, they radicalized me. I am now a violent radical because of these TikTok nurses and their horrible dancing. And not a single one of them was held accountable for that horse shit. Besides assassinating their own reputation and their likability, they didn't face any repercussions whatsoever. If you are cute, then 2 times the gulag time. I know, right, Friedrich Marx? Yeah, what is she doing? What is she doing? Ugh. All right, so anyways, gotta move on. Pokimane. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm not going to get into all the drama surrounding the Pokimane shit. I think it's kind of boring. I don't really care. Look, Pokimane's going to do Pokimane things. Like, I get why she's doing what she's doing. What she's doing, her behavior totally makes sense. We're going to watch this really short clip, and then I'm going to opine on this really fast. Let's see. So from Drama Alert, Keemstar, a really short clip of Pokimane doing one of her cringe streams. Here she goes.
How are the cookies going? Good. I don't know if you guys saw, but we're doing a promotion today. It is not a broke boys Black Friday sale. Okay. It is, if you buy a pack of 8 or 12, you get a free hat. It's a really cute hat. I have one. But yeah, in case anyone was interested.
Oh, God, dude. I can't stand this woman. All right. So first off, like, so the drama, just spin it for you real quick. Pokimane got this drop shipping company to basically sell cookies on her behalf, and she's pretending as if she created the cookies, which is not true. And the cookies, which I guess are sold also at Costco, can be sold for in the bigger quantities for significantly less than what she's selling it for. And people who protested her, or people who I guess had a little issue with the price of her shitty cookies, she called them broke boys, and she's like, oh yeah, if you can't do math, you got a problem, blah blah blah. So she's got a fucking shitty attitude, but she's always had a shitty attitude. See, Gio, you are now with me on the gulags. The femoids will drive you to my side. These 304s have no shame. Dude, it's more than just shame, man. Something else going on here. But anyways, back to the Pokimane situation. See, Pokimane has an audience of pathetic, weak men. The lowest of the low. Now, in like a post-apocalyptic situation, I wouldn't want to be around those weak men because they're just going to get me killed. They're going to slow me down. I wouldn't want to be friends with these guys. I wouldn't roll up to a party, a club, or a bar with these dudes because, like, if someone tries to start some shit and I'm with some Pokimane fans, some shit goes down, I'm going to get my ass beat by myself. They're going to run off. Like, I just can't trust these people. Pokimane knows that her audience is full of weak, pathetic males that are going to eat up all the shit that she sells. But she's being called out for it. And she doesn't care because the people calling her out and making fun of her are not her fans. I'm obviously not a fan. I've never liked or watched anything Pokimane has ever done. I live in Vegas, so cute chicks like this are a dime a dozen. Dated chicks like this, don't fucking care. I'm not impressed by it. Oh, she plays video games. She like pretends to be a nerd. She's just a douchebag. She's just a typical, marketing guru douchebag. Talentless content creator. Even that is a bit of a stretch. I mean, the products that she sells are not even her own. But it doesn't matter what I think or feel. The retards that consume her product, they're gonna buy it up anyways. Which is why she has this shit-eating grin. She's got this shitty attitude because she knows that the people who buy her shit are dumbasses and they're gonna do it anyways. It doesn't matter how badly or poorly she treats them or how badly she talks down to them or demeans them. It doesn't matter because, like, dude, simp's gonna simp. That's just the nature of a simp. They're just pathetic. They're knee benders. But when other people like myself or the Quartering or some of the anti-woke culture warriors, they stand up to her and they call her out. It's a Gundam did excellent videos deriding this woman and just completely obliterating her and just bombarding her from space. It was pretty nice. It was pretty funny to watch. And dude, even like Hassan Piker, Supreme Cuck, he came out to defend this woman because these people are communists. Let's read some of the comments. Choking hazard. I don't know what that means. Yo, she called her customers broke and expect people to still buy her tasteless cookies. She didn't call her customers broke. She called people that were calling her out broke. And again, her using the broke boy language, like that's just a way to entice the simp to consume dollars. Because like here, let me get you into the mindset of the simp. So someone like me would see this promotion, like, out in the real world somewhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Who's going to spend $30 on a bag of cookies? And then Pokimane's like, oh, it ain't broke boy winter. It ain't broke boy Black Friday, whatever. Like the real boys, they can afford it. Right, guys? And she's winking at her customers. She's winking at her viewers because they're like, oh, well, I'll be able to please my queen, my Pokimane queen. And I'll buy these cookies because I'm not a broke boy. I'm one of the cool boys. Not realizing that she's not going to fuck you, dude. But I guess this is what Pokimane looks like without makeup. Anyways, yeah. So that's just my take on the Pokimane thing. Again, it's like people getting mad at her for doing what Pokimane does. Like this is normal. Like this is to be expected. If Pokimane is being nice and friendly, like that's when you got to watch out. I mean, she's scheming to do some real evil shit. All right, let me read some of these comments. A dime a dozen. I mean, they're around, but not at that level. Well, in Vegas they are. I don't know where you live, Joe Cal. Also, she does have a massive female base as well. I doubt that. Consumer must consume. Yeah, that's right. It's such a fine and neutral site. What the fuck, rookie? You and this poetry or these goofy lyrics that you guys are posting. You guys are consorting. That's certainly what's happening here. Again, Joka, are you defending the fucking Pokimane and retired horse shit? Is that what I'm seeing? Are you one of these so-called simps now? Yeah, I don't believe a lot of women watch this and waste their time watching somebody like Pokimane. I'll need facts. I'll need to see a source on that. All right. So, anyways, it's enough of her and her pathetic army of simps. All right. So we got to get into the crime stuff. So George Floyd. Responding police officer Derek Chauvin seriously injured in prison, stabbing, AG confirms. Very unfortunate. So the man who did absolutely nothing wrong is being held captive. He is a political prisoner in my estimation. You know what's funny? A video was circulating on Twitter of an Alex Jones clip basically showing where, right before I think Fentanyl Floyd is put in the squad car, he has a little bag of fentanyl in his hand and he drops it. Nope, I dislike her plenty. Look it up. It's your show. I'm too lazy to look it up. I'm just explaining her behavior because her behavior makes sense to me. Even if she does have a sizable female audience, the overwhelming majority of the people who consume Pokimane are dudes. Her behavior suggests to me that she knows her audience are primarily pathetic simps. There's just no way. There's nothing else makes sense. Nothing else is logical. Me, guys, neutral. What the fuck? Mushmouth? Oh, shut up, rookie. That's enough of you. All right. So, anyways, he's gonna make it. He's gonna pull through. We're rooting for Derek Chauvin. Unfortunately, the Supreme Court refused to hear his case, his appeal. So yeah, unfortunately, Derek Chauvin is likely going to spend the rest of his life in prison. So yeah, it's really sad. Come to think of it. Anyways, Eric Adams, the mayor in New York City, we kind of talked about New York earlier. He's been embarrassing the Biden regime, and now he's being sued for sexually assaulting a woman in 1993. So he's like a Democrat Trump now. It's kind of funny how that works. Mayor Eric Adams has been accused of sexually assaulting a woman in 1993 in a lawsuit seeking at least $5 million filed just before the deadline for the Adult Survivors Act, the Post learned Thursday. Dude, that really sucks. I guess if you're a dude, just be poor and, opportunistic skanks won't come for your money because there'll just be nothing to take. The accuser, whom the Post is not identifying because of the nature of the allegation, named Adams as a defendant along with the NYPD's Transit Bureau and Guardian Association in a lawsuit filed late Wednesday. Well, be damned. You're not even allowed to face your accuser. What kind of nonsense is this? All right, hold on. We're looking this up. Let's see. Foucault, Little League, they're being trolls, kind of like they are in real life. Whoa, Foucault, whoa, dude. Okay, so now people are throwing shades in the comment section. You can't dance and stay uptight, dude. They're being trolls. Yeah, no, I figured that was the case, Foucault. But you just gotta let them enjoy themselves and post whatever it is that they want. There's just you just gotta let them do what they want. Let them get it out of their system. So, anyways, back to these erroneous sexual assault allegations. Sources told the Post that there were no immediately available records of the women working for the NYPD. That's interesting. Adams addressed the lawsuit before one of his Thanksgiving arrangements, saying, "It did not happen. That's not who I am. That's not who I am in my professional life. It's just something that never took place." City Hall was also quick to deny the allegations first revealed by the messenger. The mayor does not know who this person is. Yeah, nobody does. If they ever met, he doesn't recall it. But he would never do anything to physically harm another person and vigorously denies any such claim. My core values would suggest that, innocent until proven guilty. However, he is a Democrat. He is a mayor of New York. He is a corrupt individual. But on the other hand, he did combat successfully election rigging. But on the other hand, he is doing the bidding of evil people. So, oh wow! So this is Eric Adams. In 1993, he looks like a little chubbier Eddie Murphy. But it's not a welcome development, she said. This case adds to the issue the mayor is facing. We need the mayor to be laser focused on issues important to New York City. Wow. See, trolls have green skin too. Look, rookie, I want to know who put you up to this right now. You guys are out of control, and I want to know what's happening, okay? I don't like being in the dark here. All right, so we got to move on. Disney World... Dude, just reading this makes me laugh. Disney World visitors slam soaring concession prices. I spent $500 on food and drinks for 3 days. Oh, we got to consume product. Dude, I don't know. I fucking hate Disney. I hate Disney with a passion. And I'm starting to have really strong feelings about people who go to this place. If you go to Disneyland or Disney World or whatever, you want to consume the product, don't complain about the prices. You're pathetic. Just live with the consequences. But we live in a post-consequence free world. And yeah, so we get shit like this. So the soaring cost of food and drinks at Disney World has left inflation battered visitors doubting whether the theme park is still the most magical place on earth. It's never been the most magical place on earth. The fuck out of here. Disney fanatics who trek to Orlando for extensive stays at Epcot Center, the Magic Kingdom, and the Animal Kingdom blew off some steam on Reddit. Of course they're on Reddit. Of course they're Redditors. Where they expressed frustration over the sky-high prices at the concession stands. I'm pretty sure I spent $500 on food and drinks for 3 days doing Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot. One Redditor wrote on Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's how you know these people are childless losers. They're the ones who get overly excited over Marvel DC garbage like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Marvel 2, the Marvels, fucking Hulk season 2, She-Hulk season 2. This is pathetic. Dude, $500 fucking dollars? Jesus. Another frequent Disney park goer lamented the stress on his finances caused by his trip to Central Florida. Don't go. Jesus Christ. Don't fucking go. These must be millennials. I'm sorry, dude, this sounds like a millennial problem. We've been visiting 3 to 5 times a year for the past 15 years. Wow. That's pretty sad. Like for real, guys. If I'm out and I'm meeting new people and they're like, yeah, I go to Disneyland, Disney World 3 to 5 times a year. I gotta go. That's what I would say. I gotta go. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'd say, do you have big lips too, rookie? I wonder. Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. Look, Joe Cal, are you being a fucking sex pest in my comment sections? I don't want any talk about flat earth shit. I don't want no sex pests in the comment sections. No hitting on rookie. I believe she's married or has a boyfriend or something. So none of that. I got to protect the viewers of the show, of the channel, in the comment section or in the chat. So none of that. That's a bad joke, Cal. Enough. All right. So anyways, back to these consumer whores. 3 to 5 times a year. What a fucking loser. If I had the ability, I can travel maybe 3 times a year. But if I was traveling 3 to 5 times a year, I would be going different places all the time. If I were to just go to Disney World or Disneyland every single time, my friends would beat the shit out of me. And I would deserve it. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this picture. Look at these dorks with their lightsabers and their Disney products. Disgusting. This right here, this imagery is everything I detest about this country. All right, hold on. We gotta, let's see. Could you read it right? Let's see. I found this new wealth trick. You can save thousands a year by not consuming. Don't tell everyone there's one wealth trick up. I know, right? Friedrich Marx. I said they, as in the trolls. I don't know, Joe Cal. Oh no. I thought dude, I'm pretty sure you named, dude, you said rookie, not they. Dude, whatever. All right, anyways. Let's see. I understand that you don't have to drink there. Oh, okay. But I felt violated after being charged $22 for a tiny rum drink in a plastic cup over the weekend, they wrote. Another Redditor said that the testimonials about exorbitant concession prices at Disney could prompt them to book a trip across the pond instead. Yeah, go see the world. Instead, that's more magical than anything, corporate Disney has to offer. My partner and I were looking into Europe for next year, And you are so right. For what Disney cost us, we could go to Europe for like 2 weeks. They wrote, yeah, no shit. The post I saw comment from the Walt Disney Company last month. Disney, whose stock price hit a 9-year low earlier this year amid economic headwinds that have hamstrung the entertainment industry, jacked up admission prices at its Florida and California theme parks by as much as 10%. One Reddit commenter said that a recent trip to Disney gave them sticker shock, particularly during their time at the Soy Wars themed Rise of the Resistance attraction. Yeah, this is unbelievably pathetic. And of course, there's a picture. It looks like a bunch of obnoxious women doing yoga in front of the Disney castle. This is pretty difficult to watch, guys. Because I don't watch commercials, and I've never been to Disneyland or Disney World, and I would never go. That's why I got to date a bad bitch who doesn't give a fuck about any of this stupid shit, who doesn't consume product. Like, as much as I would love to date like a cute nerdy girl, she'd be like all about that Disney life, and I just don't give a fuck about that stuff. Let's see. The fat plain chick could fly to Disneyland and not eat and save money. Link the store. No, dude, like, you don't understand. The people, the plain woman, she would probably get very hungry because they have control issues. They have impulse issues. They just want to eat the whole time. They wouldn't be able to control themselves. Just is how they are. All right. So anyways, we got to move on. God, dude, this is disgusting. Dude, like the whole like consumerism, like, dude, here's what trips me out about like all these communists. See, communists, they deride me, they troll me, they attack me, call me like a capitalist and stuff. I don't engage in consumerism. All this stuff that you're witnessing here on the screen, that's all people far left. Like, people on the right shouldn't be going to Disneyland or Disney World. We shouldn't be supporting them in any way, shape, or form. I don't give a fuck how good the movie is. They could buy the rights to Call of Duty and make the greatest Call of Duty movie ever. I would still not go see it if Disney was the one that produced it. And that's how people should. That's where people's mindset should be. Anything else, just yeah. I just feel bad for people who consume these products. Like, they're fucking worms to me. They should be stepped on. But they're such masochists. They might enjoy that. So I don't know what we can do with them. Besides what Friedrich Marx has suggested is put them in gulags. Look at these fucking worms. Look at this like rain poncho. Dude, this thing probably costs more than like my most expensive fucking Valentino outfit. That's tailor made. Disgusting. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Money tips for single moms. It can be very challenging to raise kids on one income, advisor says. Oh, God. We got to get into financial news, you guys. So, by the way, if you're enjoying these segments, if you're enjoying the show, you are more than welcome to support the channel. Links in the description. You are more than welcome to support the show by going over to Locals or Subscribestar. Any bit of help towards the channel is welcomed. And, of course, all the content here is free. Anyways, money tips for single moms. Let's get into it. So, some of the highlight key points. Single mothers face high rates of financial insecurity. It can be very challenging to raise kids on one income, said Kathy Curtis, founder and CEO of Curtis Financial Planning in Oakland, California. She and other experts shared financial tips for single mothers. All right, so what do you guys think? What tips are going to be afforded to these women? Financial tips. So it's 2023. The economy's shit. We're in a steep recession. The Lugan press likes to pretend that we're not in a recession, but we are. And it's only going to get worse. But we have these advocacy groups that are coming out here to bat on behalf of single mothers. There's no help for normal guys like myself. But, so I got to do everything on my own. So I'm thinking, before I scroll down, I haven't read this article. I swear to God, I haven't read this article. What financial advice would I give to a single mother? So if I had a group of single mothers, and that was the crowd that I was advising, and I have financial experience. My specific focus in the university was finance and accounting and tax law. And of course, I was a banker for a little over 3 years. And I've done auditing and accounting. So with that being said, how would I go about giving advice to single mothers? I would say try to make amends with the father of your children. Try to make life work for you and the child and the father. Make amends. You reunite the family. You clearly made a mistake somewhere along the way selecting a partner. You need to look inwards and come to grips with the fact that you made a horrible mistake and make it right. It's never too late to apologize. It's never too late to make something wrong right. That's what I would suggest to them. And then you have two people who are directly related to the child, and you can make the household work. That would be my suggestion. That would be my advice to a single mom. But a lot of times that's just not going to be, that's not going to happen, you know, because we know how they are. We know how they are. Let's see. Transition to single father and spend within your means and spend within your means. I think that's what you meant to say, and focus on your child. I know. All right. So we're going to read it. We're going to look into this advice that they're going to give. Single mothers face high rates of financial insecurity, and whose fault is that? Between 2001 and 2022, as the pandemic era, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to read into that. All right. So advice number 1, make budgeting and saving automatic. Well, that's a lot of work for a single mom. So that's probably not going to happen. Advice number 2, don't hold back with your work. Too often, single mothers carry a burden of guilt or anxiety about going to work. Elaborate. That doesn't make any sense. Said Emma Johnson, a financial journalist who runs a popular blog, Wealthy Single Mommy. Wealthy Single Mommy. Okay, sure. Kids actually thrive when they have parents work outside the home. Johnson said, girls achieve more academically and professionally. Wait, what the fuck? Whoa, that's really terrible advice. Yeah, a financial blogger not understanding children or parenting. Yeah, what a shocker. Keep pursuing a big job or promotion, even if it means you'll be home a bit less, Johnson said. Don't rule out going back to school either, if a degree or training might result in better career prospects. Hold on. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh, I got to take a swig of this water. Give me 1 second. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Ugh, Jesus. My advice is trans inclusive. Unlike these bigots, if they transition to a single father, they gain 50% more money. Stats show this to be true. Woke problems need woke solutions for the NPC. Dude, that's actually kind of funny. Oh man. So go back to school. So if you're struggling financially and you're seeking out popular finance blogs like Wealthy Single Mommy, going back to school is not a viable solution. You're just going to get yourself into more debt. That's incredibly stupid. Also, children need their parents in their lives at a very early age. When they become slightly older, where they're like old enough to like ride bikes and like play with other children and stuff, that's maybe you can like kind of slowly take a step back. But a parent needs to be present for the most part. This is really terrible advice. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I just fucking read that. These people don't know anything about socializing children. They don't know anything about parenting. Emma Johnson is probably a childless loser. I'm just going to assume. Or no, Wealthy Single Mommy. So at the very least, she's a single mom. So again, she's probably not doing a lot of parenting. But somebody is parenting her. What is she doing? Leaving the kid to be raised by the state? Which is what the state wants. The state wants, you know, the child to be left with the teachers, with the administrators at these public education institutions. And they want the parent to be far away from the child as long as possible so they can indoctrinate them with their bullshit. This is terrible advice. Oh my God. Anyways, let's see. The third piece of advice, learn to lean on others. If you're a single parent, ask for help. Yeah, this is actually a very sensible advice. There's a lot of women out there that want to be, you know, bad bitches. They want to be, you know, queen babes, boss babes, and they're just, you know, they don't need no man. And and as a result, they struggle, their child struggles, and they just bring about a lot of stress and anxiety and depression in their lives when it's just not really necessary. Consider turning to relatives, friends, other parents, or neighbors for support with picking up or dropping off your children from school or activities, babysitting, cooking, and more, she said. Single mothers may find relief and support in joining a group for women in a similar position, Curtis added. She also recommended a number of financial blogs, include NYC, Single Mom, the Single Mom blog, beanstalkmoms.au, blah, blah, blah. Single moms on the Monday. More like single mothers every day. And like a mother. Ugh. Okay, so those are 3 pieces of advice. Only one of them was okay. One of them was just disastrous. Jesus Christ. Dude, no wonder single mothers are struggling so hard in America. I mean, if this is the advice that's being given to them, they're in bad shape. They're in a very, very bad shape. Let's see. Freedom Marks writes, I am part of the woke enforcement department. We wed you to the state. We wed you to the state. This needs a trans solution for a trans time. I know. All right. So what else do we got here? So I guess in a similar vein, or on a similar note, I'm a Gen Z employee. If you think work is rough, here are my tips to survive 9 to 5. So I haven't read this. Let's hope there's no obnoxious music in this, or my shit's gonna get flagged.
Yourself when you're checking all of those as if they're social media apps, like they're on the rotation of Insta, TikTok, Teams, Slack, emails. Before you know it, your whole identity will be work. Whether you realize it or not, you'll be talking about work, thinking about work, you'll be dreaming about work. And I'm speaking from experience. I don't know about you, but I am not a CEO and I don't have shares in my company. So I had no business to be updated constantly or checking in on this project and that project.
All right, boring. Let's see if we can find a list of her tips. If I don't see a list, I'm not going to read through the shit. Let's see. Number 1 is delete Teams, Slack, and emails off of your personal phone, she advised. First off, you shouldn't have those apps on your phone unless your manager or supervisor asks you to. I sincerely doubt that new employees or the Gen Z employees are being asked to do this. If you need to access them outside of working hours, then your company should have no problem in providing you with a work phone to do so. Okay. This is really terrible advice. This is actually advice that has been given to older people who have been working much longer than Gen Z kids. Let's see. Where's the second piece of advice? Her second piece of advice is to start and leave on time. Only working during allotted hours. That's actually a literal requirement. Especially right now in 2023, overtime is just not being permitted all across multiple industries because the economy is trash and we're in a steep recession. The time we have outside of work is minimal, so it should be spent on you and you. And she said, you can't put a price on time. Okay, so this is like very basic bitch advice. I apologize for pulling this up. Let's see. Where's the third piece of advice? Let's see. I don't know how people consistently work 40 hours. I did 32 hours this week and currently recovering in bed. It's not a lot to everyone, but it is to me. Another person lamented. I dream about work. Someone else admitted, or are they nightmares? Question mark. The TikToker's tips come after another member of Gen Z went viral for crying over her corporate job. Dude, I've worked 100-hour weeks. I'm an electrician, and I do some auditing and accounting on the side. I worked over 100 hours for the past 4 or 5 weeks, making a lot of money, but this is the real world. Like if you're trying to own a home, you're trying to upkeep a home like I am. And, you're responsible for other people. Like you got to work hard. And, I don't want to hear about these fucking millennial pussies or these Gen Z kids crying about their shitty corporate job, their soul crushing job. First off, it's really not as bad as they claim it is. Work is dry and boring. A lot of the things that need to happen for society to run is boring as hell. It's not fun or exciting or cool to talk about, but someone's got to do it. If you're fortunate enough to be able to do so, do it well and quit your bitching. I don't know what else to say. But what's up with this culture of whining? I feel like it's just gotten worse. Like just imagine for a second that I made a video of myself and I'm recording myself, tears running down my face, like I'm physically crying because I'm lamenting the fact that I had to work 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week, that I can't handle the soul crushing nature of my work. I would be mocked relentlessly in the real world. Just knowing the people that I'm friends with, the people that I grew up with, I'd be mocked relentlessly for it. But we're seeing a whole slew of young people making these videos of themselves crying about the work that they're doing. My job isn't always fun. My job isn't always exciting. And it's actually kind of dangerous. I could literally die any day because of what I do and how I do it. You're not going to see videos of me crying on the internet that I zapped my hand, that a client or a customer was cussing me out, or that they wasted my time. You know, I'll give you a good example. So back in the day, like YouTube has been around for a very long time, and all kinds of videos have been around on YouTube for a very long time, like troubleshooting electrical stuff around the house. So in the past, people would call electricians and they'd be like, hey, I got an issue with like my 3-way switch. The electrician would come down. It's like, oh, yeah, I identified the problem. This is what's wrong with it. Do you want me to fix it? They're like, nah, it's okay. You can go now. Because the electrician told them how to fix it. Or they told the electrician told the customer what was wrong. And then the customer would just fix it on their own. So now, instead of crying about it on the internet, how we're being ripped off, the industry evolved. So what we do is somebody calls us and say, hey, I got a problem with these smart switches that don't work. They're not configured properly, whatever the case may be. Okay, so I go down there, and before I even do anything or say anything, there's going to be a diagnostic fee of $150. If you want me to even look at what's going on in your house, you're going to have to pay $150. And then I'm going to let you know what's wrong and what I can do about it. And then I'm going to charge you for the work. Boom, that's it. These people are just crying nonstop. Everyone has been programmed to believe it's okay to behave this way because of tolerance. Probably true. General Nutsack, they have no hard times. I quit complaining as I get older and see how rough life is to these people, just bitches. Sorry, was stuck at sea for a long time. It's not my fault. It's okay, Joe Cal. A good worker never thinks about his work. He just does his work and thinks about other shit. If you need to pay full attention, you're a bad worker. Well, sometimes you got to pay full attention. When I'm doing my job, I got to pay attention, because if I don't, I could die. You know, like a friend of the show, Jack Morgan, I'm going to try to get him on with me probably next week, because this week it's going to be really busy because of the workshop that I'm building. But he did this really great video that I disagreed with, and it was about teachers. And he was very sympathetic towards the teachers, and I beg to differ. And it kind of ties into this mindset, this whiny mindset. Teachers in the U.S., they're making these videos on TikTok complaining about the hours that they work. They're complaining about their pay, and they're complaining about how they're treated at work. They said the kids don't respect me. That's what the teachers are claiming. I'm not respected as my role as an instructor, as an educator. Now, I used to work for the county. I used to work closely with CCSD employees. I can't really go into the specifics on what I did. So I've mentioned it before in previous podcasts, but I'm going to just put that to the side right now. I know these people, and I also used to be an instructor myself. And I also train people to make my life easier when I'm out in the field doing electrical work. So, to the teachers out there that are whining, let me just say that when you apply for a government job, and by the way, everybody here can fact check me. All government jobs, whether it be like a local job, like a state job, or a county job, or whatever the case may be, or even a federal job, your salaries are advertised before you even apply. So when people are complaining and crying about their salary, motherfucker, you know what you got yourself into. Why are you crying? Why are you complaining about your wages? And then a lot of people, they keep saying this cringe boomer fucking talking point. The teachers got to get paid more. We got to, bring civility back to the classroom. We got to give the teachers more money. If only the teachers were paid a better wage, everything would be so much better. Teachers are very well paid. In Clark County, I think the average salary is about 55 to 60 grand starting, and every year that goes up, plus benefits, plus pension. Now, are they worth all that? No, they're not. Consistently, what we have seen are student illiteracy rates rise. Graduation rates drop. Failure rates rise. I get these young 18, 19-year-olds. Some of them got construction background. Some of them are just tough dudes. And I got to communicate to them, this is the plan. This is what we're doing. This is the work that needs to be done. This is how to do it. And sometimes they have to rely on instructions from the manufacturer to install certain devices. They can't read the instructions. Some of them don't even speak English. I got 18, 19-year-olds that can't read, they can't write, and they can't communicate effectively. They come from these public schools where these teachers are demanding a higher wage. How much do you want? Because 55 or 60 grand isn't enough. You want 80 grand? You want 100 grand? let me tell you something. If I was producing work where my audits were failing or my electrical devices were failing, the houses I worked at were catching on fire, my failure would result in me being sued into oblivion, going to jail for fraud or something, and I would never work in this industry again. Teachers are failing spectacularly, and they want more money. These Gen Z kids are whining and crying for doing some bullshit job at an office, and they want more money. I don't know what they want. What do you want? If you don't want to work, don't work. Teachers, if you don't like the wage, find another fucking job. Why don't you be a good educator and work in the private sector, which is what I did. Look, Gen Z kids, you were given a raw... I can be sympathetic to the kids because the teachers are fucking losers. They're losers. If my students could not read or write or communicate effectively at the age of 18, I failed. I'm a fucking failure. I am a loser, and it's no wonder those kids don't respect me. I worked with children in the past. The children liked me. They respected me. They weren't afraid of me like they were afraid of Joe Biden and some of these creepy Democrats. They respected me, unlike these loser fucking teachers. And you see it all the time. All these teachers are saying the same thing. The kids don't respect me. They don't want to be there. Why would they? You're a fucking loser. You're bad at your job. And it's everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. These students are failing all over the place. And it's not the kids' fault. They didn't create the education system. Education has been figured out in this country hundreds of years ago. America knows how to educate people. We built the best education institutions in human history. We figured out how to do it. But the year is 2023, and there is an army of people that are 18, 19, 20 years old. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to write. They can't communicate or speak well. If you're Gen Z and you got like some decent corporate job, you got benefits, count your fucking blessings and shut your fucking mouth. Man, I can't count how many times I had a door shut in my face back when I was, their age. And, because of the hiring freezes, because of the Obama recession, and just, it was awful. But I never fucking whined, man. And I've had plenty of jobs that I fucking hated. I worked for Tesla. I fucking hated that job. I hated Tesla so much. I can't stand Elon Musk. I found a better job. I moved on. Yeah, I complained about it to my friends, but I did something about it. If I'm a teacher and I'm upset that these kids don't respect me, be respectable. The kids don't want to be at school because the school just wants to show them pictures of men having sex. They want to show them all this woke bullshit. They want to show them these hairy, ugly men in dresses parading themselves around like whores. Yeah, no wonder the kids don't want to be there. And then the teacher's clapping like a fucking seal, cheering on this disgusting sex act. Why do you think the kids don't respect you? Because you're a fucking loser. And you know what? Kids are on the internet at a much younger age. They got their own opinions. They got their own little communities. They're talking about their own ideas among their peers. And when they do it in the real world, some of the teachers rat them out. They record them with their phone and they try to ruin their lives before they even begin. No wonder the kids fucking hate you. I fucking hate teachers. Right now, at least. Growing up, by the way, I actually liked a lot of my teachers, and they were instrumental in my upbringing, and they were there for me and supported me because I grew up, I was an at-risk youth, so I sympathize with the kids. I understand where the kids are coming from. Man, these opinions aren't going to win anybody over for sure. But hey, man, they didn't want controversy, just don't fucking, whatever, man. I'm not going to come up here and fucking lie to you guys. Whew. Kids ain't all right. You pay attention to the task, not the job, if you get the difference. Yeah, I think I get the difference. All right, so Jokai writes, everyone has been programmed to believe it's okay. Oh, I think I read that one already. Yeah, man. Yeah, just since when is it cool to do these videos? So lame. All right. I gotta move on. I gotta do like Jack Morgan style videos and just roast these fucking teachers. So in similar financial news, this family, this much mature couple, they're going viral, and there's a lot of fake news surrounding this. Jesus, yeah. So the prevailing theory or the prevailing claims are that these parents, this mature family here, they kicked out their son. That's not what's happening here. And then the commenter, the original poster writes, joking about how you're kicking your child out of their home and gloating over the various ways he's about to suffer is peak trashy behavior. Well, that's not exactly what's happened. Hold on. Let's see. Yo, Poppy will learn to be grateful if she hits the fan. Yo, people. Yeah, they will be. General Nutsack. God damn it, dude. Your name makes me laugh. God damn, that's almost as funny as that one character in that the Book of Mormon comedy, General Butt Fucking Naked. I think that was his name. But yeah, anyways, back to this couple here. All right, so here's the before we watch the video. No, we're gonna watch the video and I'm gonna explain what is happening, what's really happening here. All right.
This is a dedication to my broke ass son. You ready for this one? Let's count it down.
Wait a minute. He's moved out. He's moving out this week.
He's moving out this weekend.
I'm gonna speed this up.
I'll explain in just a minute. On 3, 2, 1.
All right, so the couple, they're flipping off the camera and they're wearing
is that you're going 23 minutes further from work.
Yep.
Your rents went up $350 more. You're getting a car payment. You're getting full coverage insurance, and you ain't gonna have shit to eat except Kool-Aid and ramen noodles. We'll mail you some ketchup so you can pour it on that, and some sugar-free sugar to put in that. You broke ass dude. Oh my God. Listen, we don't wish you well. We don't.
Bye.
See ya. Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Don't let Alabama hit you or Mississippi split you. He's a great sport. But get the fuck out of my state.
We love you, Brady Hunter.
Love you, son.
Bye. Hey, and we'll send you some Hawaiian Punch, Kool-Aid.
Hey, look, watch. It's scratch and sniff. It's chicken flavor. See you, dude. Have fun moving.
Without us.
Without us.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so let me see if I can read any of the comments that actually tell the truth. And there aren't any. All right, so first off, these parents did not kick the kid out. That's like here's what's happened. We got a young dude living with mom and dad. He's living at home, and he wants to be like the opposite of a boss babe, a boss queen, queen bitch or whatever. And he wants to do it on his own. He wants to be independent, which is like whatever. That's fine. I get that. But my recommendation is if you got parents who love you and they're willing to put up with you, and you're not going to be a lazy, sack of potatoes, just stay with your parents as long as you can. Stack your cash. Don't be reckless with your money. And, so it seems like this family was taking care of the kid and helping him out. But then the young man wanted to be on his own. And the parents are laughing at him and calling him a dumbass, which is why they're listing off like, okay, you're going to drive 30 more minutes. You're adding 30 minutes to your commute. You got to pay for this insurance and yada, yada, yada. So it seems like they're mocking him for his financial decision to be quote unquote independent and to do it on his own. And maybe he can. Maybe he'll find a lot of success. And that would be wonderful, but the parents don't appear to have that faith in him. Anyways, they're raking this family over the coals, and I think that's rude. That's wrong to dogpile the family when they don't really get the whole picture. And again, they were just helping the kid move out. The kid wanted to move out. So a lot of people were like, oh, peak boomers, LOL boomers, and there are boomers that do have this mentality. Let's keep it real. There's a lot of young people that when they turn 18, they get the boot in the ass. And they're on their own, and it's pretty lame. It's pretty lame, especially again. It's like, look, that's not my mentality. Like my children, they can hang out as long as they want. And if I had to build a little tiny house because I want more privacy, I'll build a little tiny house in my backyard. and they can just chill there, and they'll have like a little AC unit and everything. But I wouldn't want them going out in the world because they're not going to have a chance. They're not going to have a chance to save. They're not going to have a chance to grow. And again, it's just like, there'll be some rules. Like, yeah, I don't want you bringing over no fucking, undesirables to the house or no drugs under this house, under this roof. And, you got to go to school or something, and it can't be something retarded, like gender studies or some shit. But yeah, the family they're just laughing at the kid, because he's doing something stupid, but they obviously love him. I remember one of my managers, she was like a mother to me. I love her dearly. And she had a young son. He was about 17, 18 years old. And he wanted to go off on his own. And she, they're like good country folk, right? Like she's like straight up from the country, I don't want to get too much into it because I'm not trying to dox people or anything like that. But he wasn't doing too well. Like he could barely afford to eat. He can barely afford to do anything. I think he had a job. He was mostly sleeping out of his car, and he would like go home, go to his mom's and dad's house. And, he'd like eat, he would rest sometimes, but then he'd like fuck off and go do his own thing. But he was struggling really hard and he didn't have to. And, the mom, my manager, she cried and stuff. And she's like, oh, I miss my boy. And I don't want him out there. I just want him home. And and again, she's probably their age. This family's age too. But she probably was not laughing or gloating. She probably was like, I don't want my son leaving. Yeah, I think more people care about their kids than not. I think that's the trend that we're seeing. This family, they probably do care about their son. But yeah, he's making a bad decision. The Latinos, the Italians, the Asians, they don't really do that shit. They keep their kids at home. Grandma, grandpa will move back in, with their kids and stuff. Like it's a close-knit community. And it seems like this family had a close-knit community or they were a close-knit family. And now the son wants to go off on his own and waste all his money, being a rent seeker. So yeah, well, move on. All right. So we got some fashion. Jesus Christ, dude. All right. I'm calling cap on this, dude. I see these videos pop up and I just can't help but fucking laugh.
Let me think about
Let me refresh this. All right. So let me set this up for you guys. We got a table full of all these hideous shoes.
The whole table?
Dude wants to buy a table full of the ugliest fucking shoes on the planet.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no problem.
So she's gonna ask her son, I guess.
What do you? Wait, we got around like 9.
Well, how about this? How about I do 20,000 for the whole table?
No.
No? Not even? Not even a slight budge?
No, we've got samples. We got the OUs.
Definitely now.
We've got signed Magic Johnson shoes. The old weapons. Capris.
No. I definitely can see that you know your things. So is there anything that you could be around there?
I mean, I could probably come down to maybe 26.
26, huh? Would you meet me at 22?
No.
22? Just me in the middle, and we get 25.
Your mom's kind of hot.
25 cash.
Hashtag
cash,
would.
take everything.
Bro, are you good with 25 cash? Deal.
You want to do it? Awesome. Appreciate you. 10, 20, and then let me see if I still got. This should be 5 cash.
Dude, bro, I'm gonna roll up to this convention with my goons and all the dorkiest motherfuckers. We're just gonna fucking take everything. It's like, dude, you don't need the money, man. You guys are spending money this record. Dude, first off, I'm calling cap. These people are mic'd. Oh shit.
Wig snatcher PT.
Oh my god. Hold up. Oh no. Let's go back. Where's my comments at? All right. Well, I lost the video. Whoops. But anyways, I'm calling cap on that. All right. So we got more consumerism here. So I guess like the opposite of like the typical Soy Wars enjoyer, the typical MCU film goer. These women here, dude, Jesus Christ. Let's just watch it. All right, so girl reacts to Billie Eilish Nike Air Force Ones. Right, here we go.
You're making me dizzy. Oh, those are absolutely gorgeous.
I like the fruity guy just like co-signing like on everything that's like, you know, she's pulling out. It's like, oh, he go girl, oh, looks so good. Like, okay, dude, we get it. Like you like men. Calm down. I will say this, those Air Force Ones do look pretty cool. With the straps. They're pretty cool. I don't think I would cry as I'm unboxing these things. Dude, she's literally acting like the Star Wars soy guy who's like reacting to the trailers, just like hysterically crying. Somehow that dude is like married or has a girlfriend. He's fucking. She's acting the same way. Look at this, dude. This is ridiculous. Oh yeah, her name would be Addison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, don't fall.
Damn, dude, she's literally collapsing, you guys. Maybe it's because she's been vaccinated against her will. Dude, someone's got to look up those Billie Eilish. What's it called? Hold on, where's my fucking phone? Let me see. Hold up, 1 second, guys. All right, I gotta look this up. Let me see. Billie Eilish Air Force Ones. Let me see how expensive these are. Billie Eilish Air Force Ones. Oh my god, dude, they're only $130. It's not even that expensive. All right, never mind, dude. This chick's a loser. Oh my god. All right, so on Goat, they're $87. On the Billie Eilish store, they're $170, but you can get them on Amazon for $130. On StockX, they're $89. Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing. Yeah, I literally now I literally don't understand. That reaction makes no sense. Yo, people will learn to be grateful one day. Dude's not dressing his own age. Yeah, General Nutsack, that certainly does appear to be the case. That guy's a total loser. Let's continue though. All right, we got to get into the 304 shit. My boyfriend refuses to split our bills evenly. He earns 4 times as much as I do. Welcome to feminism, sweetheart. You know what? The man has been paying for everything for as long as time has existed, and now it's, we got to change things up. The woman's got to bear some burdens now. A mom of one, that means a single mother, has asked if she is being unreasonable to expect her partner to split the bills evenly, particularly because he earns 4 times more than she does. Why does he have to sacrifice for your mistakes? You had a child with a man who is not in the picture, and now you expect another man to pay up. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. A mom of one was devastated after her boyfriend refused to share household bills of 50-50, even though he earns 4 times as much as her. The mom, who has a 3-year-old child from a previous relationship, revealed she is due to be moving in with her partner, but she now fears the son will never be accepted as her new partner's stepchild, as he doesn't want to pay for him. Unbelievably based. The worried mom also clarified that she currently only works 1 day a week because she has to watch her 3-year-old son, who will be attending a funded nursery place in the new year. Taken to Mumsnet, the anonymous woman explained, "Me and my man are moving in together, but I have a son from a previous relationship. But the issue isn't he doesn't want to pay 50-50 on the bills, as he will in hindsight be paying for my child. I only work 1 day a week now due to childcare, and my son is only 3. He starts a funded place in the new year." I don't know what that means. So he makes nearly 4 times a month than what I do. Was saying it will be a joint household bills if we all live together, ? Made me feel awful as we are trying for a baby of our own, and felt like he will never see my son as a stepchild. He treats him like one, but saying that hurt. Get over it. The situation has left forum users raging, with many commenting that the entire relationship and moving in together situation should be reconsidered. One forum poster said, "Do not move in with him. He's showing you exactly who he is and how he views your son. Keep your independence and reconsider this entire relationship." First off, what independence? She works 1 day a week. She's got no money. Dude, she's lucky that she's got a man willing to move in with both of them. And even though he's not paying the 50-50, which is what she wants, he's still the protector and the head of household. Whilst another commenter passionately appealed to the mom by making her aware of the single parent benefits she would stand to lose if she moved in with someone. All right, so yeah. So all like those MGTOW dudes who are like, oh yeah, dude, the system just incentivizes women to be single and to be leeches and shit. Yeah, you just proved your point. Who then didn't want to share the cost of living together. They said, please don't move in with this man and definitely don't have a baby with him. Remember, you'll be losing a lot of tax credits and also the single person council tax entitlement if he moves in. And if he refuses to pay fairly, then you and your child will be a lot worse off. Don't do that to your child or yourself. This man is not a good partner, is not good partner material and definitely not good father material. Yeah, dude, this is what people think of men who have standards, men who stand up. First off, he's dating the single mom. He's willing to be in the life of the child of a single mom. And understandably, he wants to save his money and put it towards his future with his partner, not the kid, the partner. And he wants his own kid. I get that. He probably has never disrespected the child. He probably never disrespected the mom. Like, I understand this financial move. Like, this makes perfect sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm out of line. What do you guys think? That queen needs to chase the bag and get the equal pay. I know. Dude, this is crazy to me. I mean, dude, there's people on that forum basically saying, just stay single. Be lonely. Don't have a partner. Don't have a stable household because the government won't be involved anymore. Dude, this government, this whole like the relationship that women have with the government and benefits, like, dude, it's more nefarious than one would think. Like, look at this mindset that we're seeing here. Unbelievable. All right. My fiance, hold on, we gotta zoom in out. All right. Slate from Slate. My fiance's ex is using all our child support money to fund her party lifestyle. So there's a picture of a white woman with a child of Magic American extraction. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Let's see. Dear care and feeding. My fiance and I are at odds about what to do with his ex. His 7-year-old son spends 90% of his time with us or his maternal grandparents, but his ex still pockets the child support to fuel her party lifestyle. We cover the clothes, school supplies, medical expenses, food, and extracurricular costs, and split the cost of groceries with the grandparents when his son is over there. We barely make ends meet at the end of the month, while his ex goes on shopping sprees all the time. She's a social media addict. I'm tired of pinching pennies and worrying if the car is going to last until we can earn some overtime. I want to go back to court and get the custody order to reflect reality here. My fiance keeps balking because he doesn't want to upset the grandparents and believes the court will always favor the mother, which is true. I pointed out that that is not statistically true. Okay, so this woman is an idiot. And nothing would change except we wouldn't be legally obligated to fund his ex's lifestyle. We could actually start saving again. We have been together for 3 years and I love him and his son, but I can't keep living like this. I try to imagine trying to save for a second child and it isn't doable. I don't want to say we have to go to court or I am leaving, but I feel like it's my only option. Help. So I guess this woman is dating a single dad. And single dad is making some valid points about the courts. The single dad is getting fucked in the ass. And it's a really hairy situation. And this is the unfortunate reality of any individual that wants to involve themselves with a person who has a kid. These are the things that you're going to have to deal with and contend with. And you got to navigate through these problems very maturely. You know, because it's not just the life of your partner, your boyfriend or girlfriend. You also have the life of this kid to consider, especially when speaking or talking about the subject. You gotta choose your words carefully because you might needlessly hurt someone. So the person, I guess he got responded to. So life support is, I guess, like this guru. You can continue to talk to your fiance about taking his ex to court, but ultimately he has to make that decision for himself. I think what's most important for you is to emphasize that you do not wish to continue living like this and that it may impact your willingness to stay in the relationship much longer. Explain to him that you'd like to have a second child in the future, but that there's no way you could do that with the way things are now. Talk about how you've sacrificed and how you feel when you see his ex shopping on social media when you're struggling to make ends meet. Again, lean into the fact that you don't feel like this is sustainable and that you don't know how much longer you can take it. Hopefully, the thought of losing you will be enough for him to realize that he needs to take action and make your lives more comfortable. This is all about the women, right? The women got to be comfortable. This woman needs the man to duke it out with his ex in court so she can be comfortable. The ex-girlfriend needs to feel comfortable so she can go shopping and brag about it on fucking social media. If he's unwilling to do that, well, you have a big decision to make. All right, so let's just let's rationalize this for a second. This dude, the girl goes to the guy, the single dad, says, "Look, I want a kid. We can barely afford it because your ex is taking all your money. This sucks. I get it. But things need to change. We need to go to court," which is more like you need to go to court and you need to fix this because this woman is not comfortable. However, that's fair. I think that's kind of fair. Woman wants a kid. It's not sustainable because, shit. What if he goes and he spends thousands of dollars to take his stupid ex to court and the judge says, fuck off? Are you going to stand by your man for spending what little money he had left? And now he's really maybe he's in the negatives now, or maybe he paid for a lawyer with a credit card. Are you going to stand by him while he's struggling to pay down that card? Probably not. Women like to abandon their men when they're down in the dumps. I would know. And it's a tough situation, man, because I can see both sides, but I'm gonna have to take the male side and think that he's doing the right thing. All right, we got a few more. My mother-in-law started acting creepy after I got pregnant. She rubs my husband's thighs and calls him daddy. Yeah, just slap the shit out of her. I don't know what else to say here. Complaining about it is just not a good idea. So it's the mother-in-law? Ooh. A conservative wife and mom says her mother-in-law shifted her behavior when she fell pregnant and began showering her husband with gifts, calling him baby, and sent him romance cards. I don't even want to touch the story. I think this is too gross for me. I don't want to do this again. Fuck, dude. This is too disgusting, man. This is like some perverse fantasy. I can't do it. All right, so the real reason why more women are dumping men and dating the same sex. All right, let's hear them out. Let's hear out the women. Men as a group offer very little to women. Oh, well, that's fucking hateful. Nadia Bucati, that's her name, the author's name of this article. I say this as someone who, contrary to popular opinion, wasn't treated terribly by a man before I came out as a rainbow girl. Though that's not the story we're used to hearing. Women who leave men for other women are routinely framed as bitter, burned, or jumping on a bandwagon. Incidentally, all comments I read this week under coverage of Natalie BAACCCCKKKK announcement she's in a relationship with a woman. I'm just going to call her Bass. So Bass joins a growing list of high-profile women who face public scrutiny for coming out later in life. Just last month, One Tree Hill actor Sophia Bush was romantically linked with women's soccer star Ashlyn Harris. A few months earlier, comedian blah, 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 Rebel Wilson confirmed she was in a same-sex relationship, blah, blah, blah. And last year, Netflix reality TV star Chriselle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, who cares? The fact that all these women are conventionally attractive and femme is especially significant because Bass and her peers weren't appealing to men. We wouldn't be having this discussion. All right, so where's the reasoning? The belief that women are essentially invisible until we're chosen by a man is so ingrained in us. We'll sooner eat up the farcical assertion so-called woke media is making everyone a rainbow than considering the possibility women can experience vast joy without men in their lives. And I say farcical because the everybody's becoming rainbow propaganda is so widely inaccurate. That's actually not inaccurate. There is definitely an agenda being pushed on people. It borders on comedy. The only comedy here is the staggering rise in the rainbow community. In a survey, blah, 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 there were more rainbow people, blah, blah. It's not a coincidence. Millennials and Gen Zs report higher numbers of rainbowism people than our predecessors. We're the only two generations who haven't had to face the criminalization of our sexual identities. We're also the first. Okay, dude, who gives a fuck? Dude, we're the reasons. Why are women doing this? Let's see. But for many women, coming out doesn't necessarily mean factoring men out of their sexuality. Rainbow is becoming a more common label. Oh my God, get to the point, please. All right, so I guess they don't really say. I think the G flip is best song. Okay, so yeah, I apologize, but yeah, I guess we're gonna see a lot more of this. First off, I think a lot of these women got a lot of red flags hovering above them. And I think dudes are passing them up. And like Sophia Bush has been romantically linked with soccer star Ashlyn Harris. I don't know, dude. Sophia Bush looks like a scorned woman. She probably is. Oh, let's see. Who is this person? This is Natalie Bass, has been accused of jumping on the bandwagon after opening up about her same-sex relationship. Okay. Yeah, I'm not buying it. I think there's something else going on here. Let's see. She is correct. I have zero to offer the femoid species. Based Friedrich Marx. Let's see. Friedrich Marx again. The media isn't make people rainbow, while I am in the media with declarations of being. I know, right? All right, we got a few more stories here. OnlyFans stars slammed after recruiting high schoolers to film content with them. What do you mean she's being slammed? I want to read. She's being slammed up against a squad car, and she's gonna do 50 years in prison. The only two fans. Two OnlyFans stars inviting male schoolies to join them in creating explicit content for the subscriber-only pages have defended their actions. British expat Bonnie Blue, 24, and Brisbane-based Liliana May, 25, posted on social media inviting 18-year-old school leavers in Surfers Paradise to take part in corn videos. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I'd be in a video with her. It's kind of disgusting. Say a lot of people have an issue with the fact that these people are 18. The negative comments are like, what if they're 17? They're not 17. We check ID. We have a process. They are consenting and they are signing consent forms, Ms. Blue said via Gold Coast Bulletin. As for any barely legal comments, there's no in between with the law when it comes to legal age, black and white. I mean, it's just the fact that they're still in school. Also, after being accused of predatory behavior, the women said all the students they approached were above the legal age of consent. Jesus. Dude, there's more plastic on her than fucking like a dash of a Tesla. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Dude, I have to make them sign a consent form. Like, yeah, don't fucking tell anybody we had sex. It's like, seriously, dude. The media, I already read that. Oh God. Yeah. So this is what we got to worry about. If you got an 18-year-old son, you gotta warn them about, these corn stars. Ugh. Filth. Florida woman allegedly stabs boyfriend eye with needles, with needles for looking at other women. And I believe the needles was infected with rabies. A jealous Florida woman has been arrested for allegedly plunging needles intended for her dog's rabies shots into her boyfriend's eye after accusing him of looking at other women, police said. So the perpetrator's name is Sandra Jimenez. And this is an ugly fucking woman. Fat and ugly. Yeah, dude, like, how would you shack up with someone like this, man? Ugh. Dude, I'd rather be single. I'd rather be an incel than fucking get mixed up with this shit. Disgusting. The woman was arrested later that night when responding police officers found her sleeping in her car outside the house. Without batting an eye, the 44-year-old suspect allegedly claimed that her boyfriend's ocular injury was somehow self-inflicted. Oh, yeah, because a lot of dudes like to shove a rabies-infected needle into their eye. Jimenez was booked into the Miami-Dade County Jail on a charge of felony aggravated battery. She has since bonded out and was ordered held under house arrest. Jimenez is due back in court for her arraignment on December 26th. Jesus. Bro, that chick looks like a dude. Looking at anything is better than that. Yeah, no, right? Dude, I was like, yo, even those animals at those those makeup testing facilities be looking kind of cute compared to this shit. You know, like the Mary Kay makeup. They're like testing their products on animals and they're like caked up with makeup and shit. Like they look way better than this. Oh, dude. The fuck, dude! I'm like, yo, Sasquatch is real, dog. What's up with this? Dude, you gotta choose your partner carefully, though. You know, again, I gotta treat everybody the same. I gotta treat everybody the same. Yo, if you're a fella and you're fucking lonely and you're sad and you're desperate, whatever, like, dude, don't do it, man. Ugh, I'm gonna have nightmares. All right, we gotta move on to the next story. All right, so I got a friend in the police force in Georgia, and I'm gonna be following up with him to confirm whether or not this girl unalived herself. Apparently, she's gone. This arrest was made, I believe, in 2020 or 2021. So we're gonna just speed up this video because it's 2 minutes long. It's way too long. All right, so let's just go ahead and watch.
Okay, and you were over at the beach? Like I was near the water. Near the water? Yeah. What did I do? So apparently you're masturbating on the beach.
All right. That was maybe too fast. Slower.
No, they didn't. No, that's not true. Nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay, one of my buddies. No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family. Okay, look, let me show you what I did. Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is there if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it, can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes. I don't really understand what y'all.
We're just here because someone called and they're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. That's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator. I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
Okay, just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry, I was in the water. Okay, so what?
Yeah, when the cop's like, oh, okay, hang tight for me. That means you're going to jail. I'm like, all right, just hang tight. Just hold on 1 second. Just hang on for me. Yeah, that means you're going to fucking jail. They're gonna fucking put you in cuffs. You're going with them. Wherever they go, you're gonna go with them.
I mean, if nobody saw them, they wouldn't have called, right?
Man, please, don't do this to me. Are you serious?
A family saw it. They had kids.
What? Are you doing with everybody around me?
So. It's a bullet style. That's what they call it. Oh, Jesus. Knows you're going through it. You're liking everything. She admitted to it. She said she had an orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So, yeah. All right, cool. Someone's hot, so that's why we're here, you know?
Yeah, so I guess Mr. Guns and Gear is of the opinion that, like, you know, the girl did nothing wrong. Beach chick, body isn't appealing. Dude, she's not that ugly, bro. Like, she didn't have to fucking masturbate. She could have gone any dude. She's dumb for what she did. But yeah, Mr. Guns and Gear writes, video is going viral for obvious reasons, but also serves as a reminder not to talk to the police. If this woman just said nothing, she very likely wouldn't have been arrested. Instead, she admitted it on camera and was taken away in handcuffs. Let's just read the comments of the sex pests. So I guess she came and she went. Zing. Do I get a ticket? Oh, no sex pests. No sex pesting. I feel bad for this woman. I don't. She should have said nothing. Why couldn't these cops just give her a ticket? What's with handcuffs? Not like she's going to use that vibrator as a weapon. Laughing, grinning emoji. It amazes me how many people help the police make a case against them. I'm not advocating unfair punishment, but the social hedonism is over the top. I am tired of being gaslit into being the bad racist, sexist, whatever, because I expect people to be decent in public places. So Craig Thomas coming in hot with a good take. First rule when talking to police, don't talk to them. Yeah, fuck the cops. Most upsetting part of this video is the fat slob with a monster truck tire over the duty belt. Gross. I didn't notice that. Concealed carry instructor advised saying something like, I'm happy to cooperate, but I'd like to speak to my lawyer first. My father always said, a fish never opens its mouth. A fish that never opens its mouth will never get caught. Hey, that's pretty. I like that one. I like that one a lot. I'm going to start using that one. You'll never talk your way out of anything. You most definitely will talk your way into charges. Your response should always be, am I under arrest? Am I being detained? I'm not giving a response to any questions without lawyer present. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of decent legal advice here. All right, so let's think about this logically for a second. Now imagine it's Boogie 2988 on the beach like the fat whale that he is, masturbating. Let's imagine that it's Hunter Cry Alone. Let's imagine that it's Destiny. All these comments would be like, oh, throw him in the wood chipper. Throw him in the wood chipper. You know, give him life in prison. Hold him accountable. But because like the chick is kind of cute, you know, let's go back to the video really quick. Here, we're gonna do it without sound because I don't want to hear her voice.
I was just sitting on my.
Yeah, I mean she's kind of cute. She got a little Jesus cross on her necklace, around her neck. She's wearing a one piece for the audio only listeners. She's she's thin. You know, she's not overweight. She's not part of the Lizzo tribe. And yeah, I mean, look. She's like, look, I'm sad. I'm frustrated. You know, I just want to let things out. I'm like, girl, you don't have to use a vibrator. You can just come over. However, what is that in her hand? Is that a Bud Light or a Coors Light? If it's a Bud Light, life in prison, no questions asked. But anyways, yeah, it's really unfortunate. You know, she's going to jail over something that, you know, seemingly was an accident. But again, if it was me doing that in public, you know, people would be like, throw him in the wood chipper, throw him in the wood, and I would deserve it, right? We got to hold women to the exact same standard, and we see this type of behavior from women engage in these activities. Either they're by themselves or they involve a student. Like a lot of the teachers, again, another reason why I fucking hate these teachers. People like to like make fun of the Catholic Church, and believe me, the Catholic Church deserves a lot of criticism, especially because of their woke popes. But they don't have the biggest group of PDF files, if you know what I mean. The biggest institution that employs PDF files is the public education institutions in the United States, bar none. So yeah, this woman is doing the nasty with herself in front of a family. Again, I just want a little bit of consistency. If it was, again, like Boogie 2988 on that beach, the comments would be there. People wouldn't want to be understanding to Boogie. They would want him thrown in prison forever. But because again, she's attractive, they're like, oh, let her go. All right, well, we got a couple more. Oh no, more 304 stuff. Is there a song with this?
Chloe.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm gonna restart this. All right. So, young man on an air blimp proposing.
Chloe, I've known you for 6 years now. I have known since the day I met you that I wanted you to be my friend and partner forever. And today I thought on this beautiful day in this beautiful place I would make it official and ask you to be my wife.
Please stop.
What?
Oh. Fuck, dude. All right, so here's what I noticed. Here's what I'm picking up on. We're gonna talk about the male. All right, first off, we got very weak body language. This guy is kind of a wuss, sort of. He's when he's presenting the little ring, he's like holding it like this, he's like, I don't know, dude. It's kind of wimpy, he's a wimpy guy. He doesn't know how to read a room. I feel bad for him. I really do. Hold on 1 second. I think someone's calling me. All right, nobody's calling me. I lied. You know someone for 6 years and you plan to ask him out. How did you not anticipate this reaction? So what I would have thought about carefully before I were to ask this girl to marry me, what's her behavior like? Like, is she really down, not with me, but down for me? There's a lot of things to consider here. There were a lot of things that he missed. First off, we got a nose ring. So it's like, I don't know, dude. Those chicks aren't really marriage material. A one-time thing, sure. She looks like she'd be fun to throw around in the bedroom, but this guy looks like he's too nice. Like, I hate to do like the whole hashtag nice guy thing, but yeah, and the girl looks so embarrassed. Like it's this dude's fault. Like, it's like, oh, you should have known I would have said no. The guy looks like he wants to cry. He's just looking off into the distance. Yeah, so he's just like standing there holding the ring, looking really pathetic. And yeah, chicks don't want to see that because she's mad that you're making her feel bad. You're making her feel guilty for rejecting you. My guess is that this girl that rejected the proposal, this was not going anywhere. This dude was probably just, the guy who took her to dinner, and then secretly she was banging Chad on the side, maybe a Tyrone, who knows. Yeah, this poor fuck. I do feel kind of bad because maybe he's a nice dude. The fact that they uploaded this, so I'm going to assume the girl that filmed this is her friend, and the girlfriend, when they were by themselves, she's like, oh yeah, my boyfriend, little Timmy here, like he's got a little dick and he just doesn't do it for me. He's boring. Like he likes Star Wars, and I need somebody who's got long hair and rides a motorcycle or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is really sad. It's really fucking sad. And and then of course, like the friend of the girls, I'm assuming the one who filmed it, they're uploading it because he probably broke up with her, or she probably was like, yeah, it's not gonna work. So yeah, this is what happens when you choose the wrong person. This is what happens when you're, kind of like this wimpy guy and you just don't know what you're getting yourself into. These fucking vicious women are going to tear you to pieces. Don't ever put yourself in that situation. Oh man, it's 4 minutes long. Shit. I don't know if I want to go through all this. Let me see. Can I speed this up? All right. 1.7. Let's go.
I was engaged to John after dating for 4 years. When he proposed, the ring he used was 2 sizes too big. We went to the store that he bought it from and he kept the receipt. We got the right size and kept the same style. But 10 months after the proposal, John passed away in a car accident. I used the savings for the wedding to pay for his funeral. The day after the funeral, John's brother came to me asking for the ring. I asked why. His response was that the ring had been passed down their family for 5 generations. I told him that was BS because I have proof that the ring was bought for me less than a year ago. We argued for a bit and he then stormed out. Then I get the calls from John's family saying I'm a liar and demanding the ring. Then I got a letter from their lawyer. In the letter they also demanded that I reimburse them for costs of John's funeral. So I got myself a lawyer, showed the proof about the ring, and proof that I paid for the funeral. We went to court and I won. I thought that madness was over, until John's sister recently messaged me. She and her boyfriend are engaged, but haven't gotten a ring and she wants John's ring. After I said no, she went crazy and was messaging nonstop demanding. I had blocked her over and over, but she finds a way around it. I was having brunch with my friend, my mobile was on the table, a message from my sister popped up and my friend saw it. I explained the messages to her and my friend believes I'm a-hole and I should give her the ring. She told my other friends and they're all saying the same things. Now I'm doubting myself. So am I the a-hole? Edit. This ring is part of a company that designs jewelry based on movies and mass produces each style in different sizes. We got the right size and swapped it with style ring too. After the swap and when telling his parents about the engagement, I showed them the ring. John told them about where he brought it and about size swap. His parents never said anything about an heirloom ring of family diamonds. It was after the funeral when they started saying their great-great-great-grandparents were the ones that brought this ring and it's an heirloom. About funeral costs, John's parents messaged me about not being able to afford a funeral. My thoughts at the time was that the reason they couldn't afford it is because his sister was about to start college and put the wedding fund for good use, because the wedding isn't going to happen anymore.
All right, so you guys get the point. It's so funny. Like I can't get too much into it, but dude, I don't know what it is with jewelry, because I think jewelry is like largely stupid and a waste of money. Like I'd rather have guns and bullets and tools and shit, things that are useful. But yeah, a lot of times, man, when families split up, when people, someone passes away or whatever, dude, the people always fight like crazy over the jewelry. I'd love to hear you guys' stories. I don't want to get too much into my personal stuff. Me personally, I've never fought over jewelry. I'm never gonna fight over jewelry, but I've seen it, man. I've seen it with my own eyes. I know quite a few people going through it right now, and it's pretty gnarly, man. It's pretty gnarly. We got one more video. This one's actually pretty good. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna speed. It's only 2 minutes long, but this one's actually pretty fucking funny. Oh, hold on, I gotta read this comment really quick. Let's see. CPS, teachers, childcare, stepmothers, stepfathers, in the order than the church. Yeah, probably, man.
My engagement, so I laughed as I watched her.
All right, hold
on. My wife's ugly best friend ruined my engagement, so I laughed as I watched her get deported. My wife, 25, and I, 28, were planning to get married. We had been dating for 5 years and we got along very well with each other. We decided it was time to take it to the next level, but there was just one problem: her best friend Nora. Nora was a Saudi Arabian woman who had been living in America for about 2 years. She was legal thanks to her husband. He agreed to marry her so she could get a green card. She got really lucky because she was fat, unattractive, and annoying. I have no idea why my wife was friends with her or how anyone could marry her. The only reason was that her parents were ridiculously wealthy back in Saudi Arabia. One day I was at home with my fiancée. She was on the phone with Nora and she was on speaker. I heard Nora saying she was cheating on her husband with another man, and how proud she is of herself for having a side piece. I couldn't believe it. She's so gross. She cheated on the only man that would ever marry her. I'm surprised there is another person on this planet that would get with her. I didn't care all too much, but my wife's reaction is what really set me off. She was cheering on Nora, saying that she deserves it, and every woman has the right to have another man on the side. I couldn't believe it. I was furious.
Yeah, just one thing that I want to make note of. Isn't it funny how even like a fat, ugly bitch can get a side piece? Like this fat, gross little troll woman who's cheating on her loving husband, even that is capable of finding a partner or like a lover quite easily. But like there's like random nice dudes out there that just like girls don't even know they exist. It's pretty funny how that happens and works out. And also another really funny, interesting thing, and I know this is for a fact, Because I got a lot of girly friends and I hear their stupid conversations. And a lot of time, dude, I don't know what it is, but they love encouraging horrible behavior among themselves. Yeah, they'll encourage each other to cheat. They're like, oh, girl, it's okay. Just, you're a queen. Just do it once. Just do it one time. It's okay, but just no feelings attached. Just one time. You deserve to feel good. You're a queen. And they encourage that shit. Like, this is real. Like, this is real shit. Like, this does happen. Unbelievable.
My wife continued to applaud her and said she was proud of her for cheating on her dumb husband. If my fiancé supported her friend cheating, that means she would probably cheat on me. When my wife got out of the room, I was very mad. I told her I had heard the entire conversation. I told her I couldn't be with anyone that supported cheating. She started getting emotional, and said that she will make up for it at our wedding. I laughed at her and said that the wedding was off, and she better go tell her family to return all the gifts. She tried to
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. Finally, somebody who's not a pathetic simp in these stories. Yeah, dude, if my significant other, like, let's say I'm getting serious with somebody, she's not like one of the commie chicks that I'm used to, going out with. And I overheard her say, she's talking with one of her like stupid friends, like, oh yeah, girl, go get it, get that dick, hop on that cock carousel, even though you're married, whatever. Everyone should do it. But what do you mean everyone should do it? Even you? You think it's cool to fucking cheat on me? You think you're interested in having a side piece? And she's like, oh no, you're different. Yeah, I am. I'm leaving. I am different. Because a pathetic simp, a man who does not respect himself, he would stay. Sea spiders, bro. Salty, angry, mutant, selfish animals. I know. Crabs in a bucket. Like, dude, like one of the best things that you can do is learn to walk away. As cheesy as it sounds, I've heard that phrase so many times, and the older I get, the more I understand it. Just walk away. You got to apply that to almost like everything, right? Personal relationships, business, work-related things. Walk away. If I'm going, like, I can command a high salary. I'm a professional, so I can go into certain places. I do my spiel. I sell myself to my prospective employer. And I have some requirements, much like they have some requirements. If they don't meet my requirements, I walk. I make a deal with someone. I make a business transaction with someone, or we're about to engage in an agreement, but I don't like the terms. I fucking walk. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and I hear that she's down with this cheating culture bullshit, the side piece culture shit, the Insta dating culture, I walk. And that's rough, man, because being lonely sucks. Sleeping alone sucks. It's cold. There's this girl that I was going to hit up, but she got COVID, so I got to wait like a week or something. But, it is what it is. I'm a patient man. But you got to learn how to walk away. President Trump, man, he was negotiating peace with Kim Jong-un. And he got a plan. He had his plan. And he goes into the meeting with Kim Jong-un. He's like, yo, this is what we're going to do. This is what I want. This is how we should do it. Like, what's up? Kim Jong-un was being a dumbass. Trump didn't say anything. He got his goons and they walked. And Kim Jong-un was like, hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then, of course, Trump is like calling him fat on the internet. And it was so funny. And then later on, Trump goes back to Korea, North Korea. He walks into North Korea by himself without his guards, with the Secret Service, with the military. And he negotiated peace. He got it. He eventually got it, man. But it's not easy, man, going toe to toe with a genuine dictator, going toe to toe with a violent political leader, who essentially threatens Armageddon every other month, it seems. But in order to overcome, in order to get what you want, sometimes you got to walk away. Guy wants love, he's got to walk away because he's not going to find it with some skank, some 304 who thinks it's okay to cheat and that cheers on this behavior. Walk away? Nah, bro. I take the Chad path and demand them to leave. Western women can always use the walk to burn the calories. That's pretty funny, but I don't have patience for it, man. Like, again, I think I mentioned it a couple times. I was staying with somebody, or this girl was staying with me, and she disrespected me. And one of the most powerful things that you can do as a man is tell a woman no. I said no. I'm not the guy. It's not easy. Takes a lot of discipline.
Say that just because she supported Nora cheating, it didn't mean she would cheat. She said it was just her way of supporting her friend, but I had seen enough.
Why would you support that? Why would you support that behavior? Okay, you wouldn't cheat on me, but you're supporting an ugly cheater. Then you're not, okay, maybe you're not a cheater, but you're a dumb woman. Yeah, not interested in marrying that either.
Side of my fiance and I won't ever forget it. But I wasn't done there. I called Nora's husband. When he picked up the phone, I fully exposed Nora and told him the conversation they had word for word. He was furious. He told me he knows the perfect thing to do. When Nora got home that day, he slammed divorce papers on the table. Nora started freaking out. She realized that her husband is the only reason why she is in the United States. Nora completely broke down. The INS took her away as soon as the divorce was final, and Nora was on her way to Saudi Arabia. Nora's husband sent me the Ring camera footage of her getting arrested. I couldn't stop laughing. Am I the
I don't know if that last part would be true. Unless like she refused to leave, then maybe you can like get her deported and shit. But yeah, man. Let's go through these bookmarks really quick. Let's see if I missed anything. So yeah, I guess I had a happy ending. Let's see. Stadia Dispatch. Kim apparently speaks good English too. Who's Kim? Let's see. I would never live in a woman's house, so they will be leaving. I don't walk from my house. Chad Rule 146. Well, I mean, or 145. Well, realistically, when he's saying walk away, that's a figure of speech. He's walking away from the relationship, not his home. They're not married. Oh, Kim speaks good English too. I don't know if he speaks good English. I've never seen him speak English, so I don't know. Kim Jong-un. All right. Yeah, so on the topic of cheating, yeah, dude, look at these delusional women, dude.
I've cheated plenty of times in my life, by the way, but I'm a reformed cheater. I would never do it again.
So never again.
Never again. Sometimes if it's going to be a one-off thing and you sleep with someone one time and then you'll never cheat again and like you don't ever talk to that person again.
So as a reformed cheater.
It's a little bit different.
That's acceptable?
No, it's not acceptable, but like it's more understandable. I don't know, I kind of think everyone deserves a one-time cheat in their relationship or marriage.
So it's safe to say you're going to cheat again.
Not when I have a ring on.
Yeah, dude, like if I meet up with a chick, I'm like, oh yeah, dude, like she's cute, like she's not fat, and like, you know, whatever. She's down to hang out, down to do things. And then I see a video like this. Yeah, it's over. Or you know what? I'll use her for what she's worth. But on the down low, I'm out there looking for love. All right. But this is never going to happen. Only a simp, only like the most pathetic cuck. You know, I'm thinking like a Logan Paul. I'm thinking of Destiny. I'm thinking of Hunter Cry Alone. They would settle for something like this. Look at this.
What about engaged? You're engaged for a year.
That's a gray zone.
Yeah, I know.
But once it's marriage, it's done.
Okay,
and I used to
so
pull
you're
through
engaged. It's still on the table for you.
the one-time cheat. It's called the one-time cheat. There's no emotions. It's like you never hear from that person.
No, it's not called a one-time cheat. It's called being a fucking 304. Dude, where's her father? How much money that she doesn't have a father in her life?
But when you're married, absolutely not.
Dude, this guy's like, yeah, got it. Yeah, sure. Dude, he's just like looking at her like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say. You're a stupid woman. Look at this look on this dude's face. Oh, the amount of times I've given that look to women that I was potentially courting. I'm just like, yeah, I'm wasting my time. I'd rather go home and just play video games with the fellas.
Unless you're 10 years into it.
Oh gosh, I mean, you have so many outs here.
No. This is what I think.
Okay, 10 years in.
We're bored. Let's like either do a threesome or like let's have an open relationship or you know.
Well, it's a conversation with you and your husband.
Yeah.
Maybe he's down for it. Maybe he's not.
What
What if he's not?
Then we'll have to figure something out. But I won't cheat. I will not cheat. Okay. Maybe divorce.
Dude, remember what I said, you guys? Look, if you're in a relationship and you want to keep these women, you want to keep them happy, you don't want them to go out and fuck other dudes, you can't bore them. She just gave it up. Again, I've been saying the truth the whole time. You can't bore the women. As soon as they get bored, their mind is gonna fucking wander off into La La Land. They're gonna start fantasizing about the cock carousel. They're gonna fantasize about doing OnlyFans, and they're gonna do all this crazy shit. The bored woman is a dangerous woman. She will ruin her life. She will ruin your life. She will ruin your relationship. She'll burn all the bridges that you built. Just this is the way it is, man. This is the way it is. Dude, I can't believe these fucking people exist. Oh god, what is this cringe?
My pronouns aren't preferred. They are mandatory. Do not purposefully misgender trans people. You do not.
Yeah, try to stop me.
get to decide how someone identifies.
You don't get to decide my speech.
They are mandatory. Do not purposefully misgender trans people. You do not get to decide how someone identifies. My pronouns aren't preferred. They are mandatory.
Yeah, or else what? What are you gonna fucking do about it? What are you gonna do? You're not gonna do shit. My pronouns are not preferred. They are mandatory. Yeah, there's really nothing you can do about my lawful speech. You can cry all you want. Why don't you take that clapping hand and just put it right across your fucking mouth? Jesus Christ. All right, guy with roid rage goes off on girl for recording. Again, look, we're going to just watch this short 14-second video, and I'm going to give my thoughts. All right, here we go. All right, so first off, like, I don't believe the dude was in the background to begin with. The guy's obviously having a bad day. I don't think this girl really did anything wrong. However, it lends credence to my belief that filming should just be banned outright. The gym is a private place, and, you know, people aren't really looking really flattering when they're working out. Even dudes who are like jacked and like handsome and shit, they look kind of silly. They look kind of goofy, you know, grunting and lifting, and, you know, they're using all their fucking, you know, using all their muscles and shit. They don't want to be filmed. They don't want to be recorded. Just don't do it. Like, it's not worth. Look at that. Dude, that dude's big, and the girl in the video is like, I don't know, probably like 5'4", probably weighs like 100 pounds. Like, dude, she's gonna get her shit stomped in. You know, I don't want to see that. You know, she handled it pretty well. She took quite a few risks there, calling him a bitch. And he is a bitch. Like, come on, man. You don't talk to a lady like that. You just go up to them respectfully and be like, hey, I don't really like want to, like, I'm really self-conscious or whatever. It's like, look, I don't really appreciate being filmed when I'm in a private place. Like, is it cool? Like, if you don't film me, like, can you let me know if you film me and just delete it? You know, don't be a fucking dick about it. But again, these gyms need to, like, you know, put their foot down and just say no more filming. Like, we're done. The Instagram influencer clout chasing era is ending now. Let's see. My pronouns are whatever gets me the most government funding. I might as well get my tax dollars back. Yeah, I agree, Stadia Dispatch. Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, we already went through the Sky Roberts thing. I'm gonna probably do a separate video just trashing on public educators. So we're gonna skip this video here, even though it's only 59 seconds. This is posted by the Yellow Kazoo, friend of the channel. I guess on another note, I mean, we've been trashing on women all night. We got this dude here. Let's see, Daniel, 41. This is a dating profile. If we get married, you're signing a prenup. I make $100K a year. Single mothers need not apply. I'm not here to raise another man's child. On the first date, we split the check 50-50 to see if you're serious, because I don't give away free meal tickets. I'm an athletic marathon runner, and I travel the world. If you cannot bring peace and only bring instability, then please keep scrolling. I know my worth. What do you bring to the table? All right, so first off, motherfucker's been watching too much Andrew Tate, too much fucking Sneeko, too much the fucking Successful Male, all these other fucking red pill channels. And it's like, look, dude, if you gotta, like, bump yourself up, like okay, so there's a very simple rule, like in the real world. I'll just use like a simple adjective as an example. So like the word cool. People who are cool don't have to proclaim how cool they are. You know, you claim to be like a high value male, a high status male, and you start throwing around these numbers, you start throwing around these, you know, self-reported facts about yourself. It comes off as inauthentic. It doesn't come off as genuine. You sound kind of like a bitch, to be honest. I mean, like, if I were to do something like this, it'd be like, yo, what's up? You know, on the first date, I'm taking you to Applebee's. And maybe if you're worth it, we can go to, like, you know, a better restaurant like the Red Lobster. Get familiar. You know, just like, it just comes off as so fucking lame. Yeah. And of course, Cernovich, bitter. No joy for life. Only 41 and already beaten down and soulless. Yeah, this guy does come off as kind of soulless. But single moms posting L's ended up sharing this. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, if this is all true, like, I don't know, dude. Maybe it'll work. Bill Burr's in the news again, basically crying about the Trump supporters again. I don't know if I went over this already, but yeah, here's Bill Burr cursing out people who say Biden is creepy with kids. How fucking bored are you assholes is what Bill Burr says. So I'm not going to bother watching that video. But again, I just want to remind everybody, the creepy guy, I forget the comedian's name, another douchebag, unfunny comedian. He was messaging and sending explicit images to and being inappropriate with 14-year-olds, allegedly in a video game. God, he was the fucking unfunny retard. I can't remember his name. But yeah, he was... you guys know him? He had the long hair, and he looked kind of like a rock star. He's Justin Bieber's favorite comedian for some reason. Oh my god, dude, I can't remember his name. I just thought he was just so painfully unfunny, and I'm like, and people were like, "Oh, throw him in the wood chipper." I'm like, dude, throw him in jail for like being unfunny. Let's see. I'd put you got to be a virgin. Ha ha ha. Oh, you got to be a dude, General Nuts. I was like struggling to read that shit. Yeah, you gotta be a virgin. Yeah, dude, that's all you gotta put, dude. Yeah, that's all you gotta put. Like, that's a lot better than putting all that shit. Let's see. Right-wing NPCs are still NPCs. I agree, Friedrich Marx. Never tell a woman how much you make. First mistake. I agree, CD Dispatch. I know my worth. Laughing my ass off. That's the line thrown out way too long. I know, right? Yo, it's like, yo, I know my worth. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, like the income stuff, super important. Never tell, dude, don't tell anybody. Don't tell your friends. Don't tell your girlfriend. Don't tell your fucking mom how much money you have. What a terrible idea. What a terrible, terrible idea. I don't fucking tell people how much money I make. I don't tell people how much money I have. I just fucking lie. I'm like, yeah, I'm poor. I don't fucking have anything. I'm broke as shit. Look at this. I'm drinking out of a plastic water bottle. That's how poor I am. Don't bother me. By the way, support the channel and support the show. Donation links in the description. Let's continue with these last minute bookmarks. So yeah, I'm not gonna watch this Bill Burr clip. Fuck Bill Burr. So on the contrary, single moms posting L's shares. It could be worse. All right. So fellas in the chat, if you had to choose between Jennifer or douchebag single mom, I don't know. So Jennifer, pronouns she, her. They are apparently bisexual transformer woman, and they're 21 miles away. The About Me reads, "Hi," or "Hey, I'm Jennifer, and I love Dungeons and Dragons, Tarot, Disney. How about you?" Holy shit, dude! This looks like Artie Lang and drag. Dude, this is like what you wake up to, what you wake up next to, like after a night of heavy drinking in Las Vegas. The kind of drinking where you black out and end up in a different state. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, I'm Jennifer, 34 years of age, pronoun she, her. I'm like, my pronouns are, I'm getting the fuck out of here, and I hope I didn't do anything illegal, because bestiality in my opinion is illegal, and I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. Probably leave like $10 for their troubles, and yeah, get the fuck out of there. Jesus Christ! Look at it, dude. Look how fucking look at this pervert. Like, if I was like trying to like mock women, this is how I would dress. But hey, you know what? Beauty's subjective. Beauty's subjective, you guys. We got to be open-minded. We here at the Watch Frogs, we're so open-minded. All right, let's continue. Texas toddler attacked by crazed pitbull, which then blew hinges off the front door. Holy shit. Oh man, I can't, dude, I want to watch this video. I'm going to have to re-upload this video here. But the guy says the N-word, so I can't play it. I have to bleep that out. So for another time. Yeah, dude, guys who look like this, waking up to something that looks like this is a reason to quit drinking. Yeah, I like that, General. Or I like that, Friedrich Marx. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah. Oh God, dude. All right. You know what? We're gonna end this on a funny note, because I'm not gonna stop making fun of ISOM. And there was the funniest bit. I fell on my ass laughing watching this hilarious fucking bit, and I'm gonna try to get Vito on the show. I had Cheese generally facilitate that, but me and Cheese are no longer really like cool, so I'm gonna have to do it myself somehow. I can probably get a hold of Dick anyways, but yeah. So luckily there's a time stamp here.
Is obviously
a
100% correct.
No,
and a
not
good dad.
Why is he 100% correct?
All right, here we go. Hold
Like
on.
they live for thousands of.
All right, so just a quick backdrop, a quick explanation about what you're about to see. So Eric July is putting together this thing called Alpha Core. I like to call it Alpha Boar. And one of the characters, for whatever reason, is wearing like these like military jeans, a t-shirt, and a blazer, a sports coat, and this goofy ass helmet. For whatever reason, doesn't really make a lot of sense. I don't know. Doesn't matter. So they do a bit, basically playing, role playing as a character. So that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, hit it.
Okay.
Wait. Let me do it.
I would have never thought to do that.
Hold on.
The amount of effort we've put
Oh.
in. You're almost there. That
There
looks
we
pretty
go.
good.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, right there.
Did you bang my comic?
The core guy whose name I don't actually know and I need to look up.
It's Retardo.
No, it's
Ricky
not Ricardo.
Ritardo.
Ricky Ricardo.
My name is Ricky Retardo.
Ricky. Well, are you excited that you're finally getting your first Alpha Core adventure, Ricky?
Oh, yay! I'm so excited.
So you got your helmet on so you don't get hurt?
Excited.
Yeah.
I got my helmet.
I'm so excited for you, Ricky.
I know. I'm so excited.
Did the other members of Alpha
Do you have
Core...
any retarded Americans in your comic, Vito?
No, there's no retarded people in my comic. Maybe
That's too
someday.
bad.
That is
A
too
retarded
bad.
guy's writing it, though.
The guy's writing Alpha Core.
Oh,
I'm a
that's
man.
not very nice.
That's not nice. That's horrible. Well, Ricky, I mean, what sort of adventures will you and the Alpha Core be going on?
You know my superpower, Dan?
No, what are your superpowers?
Helmet, number one.
Helmet is your helmet's a good power. Okay.
That's right. You can hit me in the head with a rock.
Right.
Or
yeah.
a 2x4.
Yeah.
Or even a horse could kick me
That's
in the head.
that's
I would be totally unscathed.
That's something superheroes have to deal with a lot of horror.
Dude, I imagine it's like what my puppets are gonna be doing. Like they're gonna be, I'm gonna be doing these hilarious skits like this. However, like I don't have the space to really build them comfortably where I'm at right now, which is why I'm doing all the renovations in my garage. Like I got all my my tools. I got puppet tools, puppet making tools right behind me. Here, I'm gonna move really quick. And that Milwaukee pack out thing. And yeah, it's all gonna go. It's all gonna go because I need the space for like living and in here. Well, not living in here, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I got people coming over visiting again, and they're gonna be staying in this room. Dude, this room is a fucking mess. This room is a mess, and it needs to be cleaned. So yeah, hold on, let me read some of these comments. Let's see. Did you guys that Bill Burr's wife race and his race have the exact same letters? What a weird coincidence. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I heard of that cool comics Alpha Core. That's the anti-woke diversity comic to fight diversity created by that awesome token Eric. Am I correct? Love the right wingers. Yeah, you're correct, Friedrich Marx. Please do not elaborate further. Yeah, I mean, dude, those guys came after me. They came after me for making fun of their shitty comic book. And again, I thought you guys were all fucking tough libertarian, anarcho capitalist bros, and all of you are a bunch of shitters. Yeah, but that retardo bit was so fucking funny. All right, so what else do we got here? Let's wrap it up. I think that was it. You guys. Where's my cursor at? All right, here we go. Matt Rife is trending. Dude, I think Matt Rife fucking sucks. Like, this dude is not funny. This is what Matt Rife looks like. It's fucked up, dude. Disavow. Matt Rife, nobody takes comedy seriously because I'm hot. Or nobody takes my comedy seriously because I'm so hot. Matt Rife. Wow. how it feels to know who Matt Rife is. Yeah, dude, I just don't think this dude is funny. Like, he was hanging out with like Marlon Wayans and like a handful of other so-called comedians, and they're like, "Oh, dude, they're so controversial. And they're talking about hurting people's feelings and being offensive." Dude, nothing they do is offensive. Nothing they do is controversial. Dude, the opinions on this show are more controversial than anything those guys have ever said or done. I am glad I am correct. Don't have to elaborate, but didn't that libertarian want to use the state force against some mentally handicapped fat white dude? The hair on his shoulders must be affecting him. Yeah, no, he did, and that was Vito Gesualdi, the young Italian man who's very overweight and he needs to lose weight. I know Matt's not funny because Bert is funnier and he's anti-funny. I don't think Bert Kreischer, I don't think any of those dudes are funny or offensive, dude. Like, all the good comedians, all the offensive comedians are dead. Lenny Bruce, dead. Sam Kinison, dead. Rodney Dangerfield, dead. Maybe Dave Attell used to be kind of funny. Mitch Hedberg used to be kind of funny, non-offensive. Bill Hicks, dead. Well, George Carlin, he's a wokester. I think, and he was always a wokester. He was always like promoting like replacement theory and shit. He's like, yeah, we got to get rid of the whites. Fuck whitey. And like, he would just say shit like that. Like, he's just a fucking racist. Who else? Bill Hicks would probably be one of the wokesters. That's what I feel. Andrew Dice Clay is still alive. He was pretty fucking base, but I don't know these days. Howard Stern used to be pretty great, but now he's a total sellout. It's like, hold on to your hats. Here comes a beating a woman joke from Matt Rife. It's like, oh wow. Yeah, it was funnier when Andrew Dice Clay did it. Yeah, Greg Giraldo kind of would have been funny, but he would have turned out to be one of those resistance shitters for sure. Speaking of comedy, the Daily Wire cucks, they're doing their own movie about these Transformers who are like, or these regular dudes who are pretending to be Transformers to basically like compete in a women's sports. And one hilarious comment that I saw was like, I didn't know they just created a whole new sexuality, trans funny. Fucking brilliant. I love that. Yeah, because conservatives aren't really that funny. Let's just be honest. Let's see. I know I'm massive fun. Let's see. To be honest, I know that's not funny because his audience is women, and women do not know comedy unless men laugh first. Now, that's a joke that. Now that's a joke, Matt. That's funny. Okay. God damn it. I think you misspelled that, Friedrich Marx. You misspelled something. What else do we got here? I think that's it. I think we got through everything. Oh my God. Rhodesia is trending. What's going on in Rhodesia? I don't want to know. I think we went over everything. We're almost at the 3-hour mark. It's late at night. I am tired. And I got a long next few days. Got a lot of work to do. Clean up all this nonsense behind me. All right, so everybody, thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for liking, commenting, and interacting. Except for that weird trolling moment. I don't know what was going on there. Where people were posting that weird cringe. I don't know what that was all about. I'm just going to pretend to be ignorant about it and not know what all that means or what that's about, but I feel like I do know. But it doesn't really matter anyways because reasons. Dude, I'll just leave it at this. I don't know why people throw stones in a glass house. It's not a good idea. That's not something that you want to do. Just saying. It's a bad idea. It's if you want to stay healthy, you wouldn't do such a thing. Yeah, no, that's everything. Yeah, I'm gonna edit that video, and it's almost as funny as the Jerry one. The where it's like, "Oh, you fuck Jerry!" Oh. You know that video ended up making me laugh extra hard because people used to think my name was Jerry, and it's not. So someone sent that to me, and they're like, "Hey, dude, this is about you, bro. It's about you." I'm like, "Ha ha, very funny." And then of course I saw the video. I was fucking dying. All right. So I am tired. We're done recording. Thank you for joining us on the 72nd episode of the Watch Frogs. Peace out, everybody. All right. Let's, where's my cursor at? All right.